What's up?
Yeah.
Well,
Why ain't you been on Wildin' Out yet?
He has.
I cheesed up.
He been there, but he
I froze up.
Tell the truth.
But see what
We've been
happened
trying
was,
to
look,
get
let me tell
you
the truth.
crazy.
You are outside of the target demographic.
No, let me tell you that bullshit. First of all, I brought you to Wildin' Out, and now I brought Wildin' Out to you.
I have not been
Put
Wildin'
some
Out.
respect.
I went to his office.
Exactly, that's Wildin' Out.
That's not where they film Wildin'
That's
Out.
Wildin' Out.
You're
Wherever
gonna
Nick
pull a
said-
wool over
Yo,
my
Wherever
eyes.
Nick said is
definitely be
Wildin'
on
Out.
there.
All right.
You should definitely come.
Goddamn.
Let's go. Oh my
I
God.
Next
brought
week
you
we
to Wildin' Out, bringing it to you.
They gonna
Now,
roast me
when
in
I
the
was
battle?
supposed to go on Wildin' Out, I put on my shirt, had the Wack 100 shit on there and all that shit, and it was time, and it was 10,000 people out there, and I went on the stage, and I'm the only one out there. So I'm like, where everybody at? They telling Nick, we scared to go on stage with Wack, he too funny. Then I woke up.
I can see that.
Then I woke
I was
up.
about to go for it.
Then I woke up, and I said, F that. I ain't with them niggas. Them niggas is gonna be on my bumper. And I took the red shirt and I tucked it in my back pocket as it was a flag, and I watched from the side.
He done been in VIP. He done been on set, man. He never come
New
on stage.
York, Tyler Perry Studios.
Yeah, Atlanta.
I done been in like every damn place they filmed, but I froze up. I ain't gonna lie.
I figured that you would have made like a special burgundy team.
No, I
just
froze.
for
I was
Wack.
on the red team. I think Jason Lee was out there at the
Yeah,
time.
hell yeah.
I was but you got to remember, them fools, they are funny,
Vicious.
disrespectful, vicious.
They're not playing. They're not
And you
playing.
can't even get mad. And
Because
you know
everybody
what?
talking shit about
I wouldn't
everybody.
have got mad. I just didn't think that's what they do for a living. So I didn't think I was gonna have the
He thought he was going
immediate
to punch
comeback.
somebody.
Right.
I didn't think I had the immediate comeback to be. I was out of my league.
If you can't handle it, then they we want to
The
fight.
media backlash when you do get mad, the only person I
You
can think
can't.
of is like, remember Azalea Banks? She
Yeah.
got
Oh,
real
she was
mad.
heated.
And
Heated.
the response, like normally you're a black woman and you're complaining about people being racialist to you or whatever. It's not a good look for the people who are being racist. But in that scenario, it's like if you protest, the world
Because that's
will
what
come
you
together to look
showing up
down
for.
on you.
We got people from all walks of life
Right.
making fun of everything.
And
Right.
then you got to remember, I'm in a double trick bag because anything that has anything to do with Nick, I gotta eat it.
Right.
Like I'm never going to.
Wait, what?
No, I gotta eat it. So you got. I'm 47, so when I say what I say is literally. Y'all that got the weird minds, that's on you. I'm
literally.
never gonna disrespect. I'm overprotective of Nick.
Okay.
Right? So
Always been.
anything that like I can't trip on his watch unless I'm tripping over him. Now he know if he don't get to me, if Nick wake up in the morning and somebody running a narrative on him, and if he don't get to me in time, his people is telling him whacked and flipped out already, he gone. I don't care what's going on. So it's like I'm in a situation to where if they get on me too much, I can't do anything. It's Nick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm
catch
like,
22.
he
He can't beat up none of the
I
cast
can't
members.
do none of that.
Well, I think the best tactic Wack would have for winning a wild style would just be a slight whisper right before, like, hey, afterwards, you know, we'll have to see you
Nah, bro,
outside,
you
right?
don't understand, bro. Them people is vicious funny.
Yeah, they're not playing.
And
good
then
time.
what's crazy about it is after the fact, they all come together, they gonna laugh, eat like ain't nothing happened.
No, I'm saying we trying to convince Adam. You scaring him away. man.
No,
You need
Adam
to
can do
fucking-
no. Adam don't care.
Yeah.
I'll be your content for the week.
Yeah,
Let's
Adam
go.
don't care.
Right.
Adam don't care. Adam
Yeah,
don't
sure.
Right.
Okay, so let's analyze how this came together. I told you that I was bringing Lush through. You said no. I got my own Nick.
Yeah.
No, well,
What's
Two
that?
Nicks.
well, no, I'd
You
already
felt
been
pressured?
No, I see. Like it's crazy. Like Nick is like, I'm really like the big little brother. Like I can't press or pressure. Like I'll text Nick something, and Nick got like 2 months to respond. And it's like I'll do. And then when I go at him again, it's simply a copy and paste. So any frustration I have in me because he hadn't responded, he doesn't feel it. So I just happened to. I was asking about our Walmart stuff, and then I was like, Nick, I need you to come on Clubhouse, and then I thought about you. I said, Adam gonna kill me because you asked me to get Nick,
There you go.
right? And I said, yo, Nick, can you come do the show with me and
I
Adam?
had him previously, but he was in disguise.
I was in character.
Murder
It's called
Count Harlem,
Harlem,
right?
Murder Count
Yeah.
Harlem.
Oh.
We
I
gonna
was
really
hoping he showed up today. Honestly, I'm a little bit disappointed. I ain't
The
gonna lie.
episode's
So-
not over yet. You know?
So I'm
Yeah,
telling
he
Nick
might come
now
in with
Nick-
the shotty.
Now I threw a wild boy. I said, Nick, we need you at 5.
Okay.
Because his schedule
I got a
is
mass
his
singer.
schedule.
I got a mass singer fitting in like right at 6.
Yeah,
So I
his
was like,
schedule is his
I'm gonna be a
schedule,
little
right?
late.
The cheetah.
Yeah.
So he said, you know what? I can give y'all an hour. I'm knowing when it comes to Nick, whatever you need to just go ahead on and do that. So I hit you. He was already, Lush was coming. My first time meeting Lush. Nick was coming.
He said he met you a couple times back in the day.
Well, and remember, I just told you with Gotti, me and Geechee Gotti.
You were just with him?
Yeah.
That ain't me meeting.
Okay. No.
How many times it took for me to remember who he was?
Yeah.
And that's a security. It take me like 4 or 5 times. Then I got to talk to you. Then I know, okay, that's who you are. But like, what you
I
telling
met
me?
you didn't meet me.
You talking about in the
That
alley?
makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. In the alley.
That was a crazy day, bro.
What kind of alley?
No, remember
Baby
when
Snaps
me,
Baby Snaps alley?
Yeah.
when me and Reek came, right?
Okay.
I went outside, right, to use the phone.
Oh, here.
No,
Oh,
your
okay,
old
okay.
spot. No,
I
your
thought
old
you were
spot.
talking about some old shit.
The
yeah.
old spot.
All
So
right.
when I went outside to use the phone, I see Geechee and them. No, Geechee had already in there.
We had just did
They
a
was
pod.
in there.
I
So then
remember that
another
day.
group of people, like 20 minutes, some black dudes pull up. Now, I'm telling myself, Geechee in there. He a Compton Crip. I'm outside. It's some Negroes just pulled up. Anything happened to Geechee, who they gonna blame?
You.
Wack did it. So I jump out the car. Who y'all here for, homie? They like, homie, we here for Geechee. Hold on. I went and got Geechee people. He like Wack because me and Rick Rock is real tight.
Yeah.
That's the first. Me and Geechee hadn't even spoke until I had his people in the alley wouldn't let him in because I'm like, bro, anything happened to him, they're gonna blame me.
But do you remember that day was the same day that I won't even say who, but somebody pulled up who was kind of like, Lush, you have to tell us who you're booking as guests because if I had my homies with me, this could have got real weird.
It could have been spunky.
But listen, we got to.
How do you deal with that around here?
He
though? 'Cause
likes it.
I'm kind of like in charge of it, so
He
like
ain't in
you know,
charge of
But
like,
I mean,
who
like,
gets
it's-
along with who, I kind of call those
Oh,
shots.
you call that
yeah,
shit?
Yeah,
And
so
is
I can smooth
You
anything
the
over,
white
right?
man. That's how it works.
And to be fair,
He's the one behind it all.
to be fair, at the time I had absolutely zero juice at No Jumper. I was the redheaded stepchild. They would let me in this like once every every month to shoot 4 episodes at a time. So Lush ain't really know what the
Look, are you Armenian, Hispanic? No, for real. Because I asked him where you was from. He wouldn't tell me nothing.
I'm
bit of
from West
everything.
LA, born and raised West LA. I'm white. You feel
You
me?
white?
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. But see, I didn't know. I'm like, he's Hispanic. He Armenian. So you straight white.
Yeah. Well,
Mom and dad is Caucasian.
Italian, Jewish.
Got you. And
Yeah.
what body are you from?
I'm not from I'm from a tag banger crew. You feel
What's
me?
the name of it? I know all of them back in the day.
5150.
51. Oh, yeah, y'all burnt out. Did
West
you
LA.
come up in the era? What's our guy? Shaka?
He just said the hood's burnt out.
Did you come up in the era of Shaka? The tag?
Yes.
Yeah,
He a little older than me. Yeah,
that nigga
but
right there had,
Everywhere.
Shaka.
Yeah.
Shaka was. Do you remember Shaka?
I got a Shaka wear on right now, right?
No.
This is a
No,
Shaka
no.
blank.
He talking
No.
about Chaka.
Oh,
This
okay.
dude
Never mind.
tagged the whole LA County.
Everything
Okay.
was tagged
I don't care.
up.
You be on a 101 freeway, the whole sign, Shaka, like everywhere.
They was doing federal indictments over and like literally. There's this thing back in the '90s called the West Side graffiti scandal because there was tag banging
Everywhere.
was so prevalent that they literally did like a whole sweep. And there was this dude named GK. He wound up doing damn near a year.
Doesn't that seem so quaint that there was a time in LA history where the cops actually had like the funds and the resources to go after graffiti? Seems like kind of a minor issue now.
Well, it's not. How about this? How about the fact that those fools are getting paid millions of dollars at the mother MoMA and all that to do all these exhibits? Like
Some
They're
small
artists.
percentage of them, yeah.
They going to
Yeah.
Miami now. What's the thing now?
Art Basel.
Art
Art
Basel.
Basel. Yeah.
December?
Yeah, K Slate was sending stuff. You know, he tagged.
Yeah,
Dez.
yeah, exactly. Dez
Dez, yeah.
from Style Wars. Watch the original stuff.
They gave him like
K Slay was in
70,000.
Style
He
Wars.
was Dez
Yeah.
from Style
Dez.
Wars, bro.
Whoa, I gotta
All
revisit
you see
that.
is crime in the city. Yeah, like he's legendary in that.
Well, I haven't
So,
seen that in probably
He
25
got like
years.
70,000 one of his pieces down there. I couldn't believe it.
That's crazy.
real hip hop.
Wow, legendary.
And this is why the juxtaposition of Wack, Nick Cannon, Lush, and Adam is so important.
Oh, this is great. But you know,
Many sides.
Nick is and I tell people this all the time. If you got a problem with Nick, you just got a problem.
Who got a problem with Nick Cannon? I don't
That's
even
what I'm
know.
saying.
I mean,
Besides,
Yeah,
I don't want
that's
no
what I'm saying. If you got a problem with, now I know back in the days why you might have had a problem, but it wasn't intentional. You just happened to go through your girl phone and run into something. That ain't on him. He didn't know you,
let me
right?
find out. Let me find out.
Hey, yo, it's top 3: Nick, Game, Ray J. Like you, nigga, listen.
Those
you
are the top 3 pussy getters in your lifetime?
No, in the industry. See, he don't know.
I don't know.
Saying. You don't understand what I'm telling you.
No, you're right.
Boy, listen.
I'm not a Peter Gazer like you.
No, ain't no Peter Gazer. You know when you putting up the offices and houses to drop off bags of money, and you see shit walking out, you be like, yo, ain't that what the like? This is for real.
Don't put him on blast like that.
I mean,
No,
He doesn't need this.
He doesn't need to be put on blast. We know.
I
The
said
world
the old
knows.
Nick.
That was old.
I said the old Nick. Like it's just what it is. But other than that, Nick is I don't think he know he's Nick.
That'd be chilly.
I think he knows.
Man, Nick jumps up, leaves. I spot Nick 3 miles back because his Rolls Royce is crazy. Right? He got some crazy kid. I'm just coming back from the school. I'm going to school to pick my kid up. Like just he don't know he's Nick because he really that cool like that, and everybody love him. So if you got a problem with Nick, you just got a problem. And a lot of people gonna trip.
I think the people
All
that are
sides.
most surprised about you saying the game, but I'm not. Because everybody kind of know about Nick. Everybody know about Ray J. That's you know what I mean? But have you ever looked at Game's Instagram back in the day? There's more just
Listen.
bitches bent over, butthole out. Like
It ain't about what he showed. It's about what you didn't see.
I'm saying that fool was slaying poon. Like
Yo, you remember that song? Remember that song I stopped him from releasing? He had did a song talking about everybody in the industry who wives and baby mamas he had hit.
Oh, please get the
No,
Game.
and the Migos was on it. We recorded it in London.
Wow.
And I'm like, bro, you can't release that. Like, you can't do that.
You ruining
like, please
families.
don't do that.
Right.
Like, and it was some
It was
serious,
bad like
serious
that.
names. Like, yeah, like, don't.
I feel like I'm going to take Nick Cannon over Ray J in a pussy battle.
He gonna,
Yeah.
No, he's
offense
going
to
to
Ray
tell
J,
you.
you know?
Yeah.
Nick
Ray
gonna
J's
give
a
credit where
sniper.
credit's due. Ray
Right.
J's a monster.
Ray J's a sniper.
It's weird in this context.
He's a sniper. Well, he was.
Wow.
Right?
Crazy.
Yeah, like
We were young, man. You
But
know.
Nick Cannon got stats. Like the
No.
numbers on the board.
no,
are
but see with
crazy.
his,
Like,
he like the silent assassin.
He wants to be, but you won't let him. Not to mention the media as a whole. They're all invested in
got
painting this picture of him.
13 kids.
I know,
Yeah.
but
That's
he's
what
trying
he
to be
got
low key
stats.
about it.
No, he's not.
I'm trying to be super dad now, man. It's all about the kids.
And he the only one could do it because I don't hear no complaints. I don't know how he does it.
That is the astonishing part about it.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to jinx it or anything.
Yeah, I
but,
was saying,
you got a nice track
try to
record,
be
yeah.
a good person, man. At the end of the day, that's all it is.
Well, you know, God's been very kind, and this man's a hard worker, and he happens to have enough fiscal responsibility
Oh, yeah, that's a fact.
to
It would
be
seem,
fiscal
yes.
responsibly. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
a fact, man. So
Adam, how many kids you got?
One. Almost 4. Yeah, well, almost 4 years old. Yeah.
yeah, that was
I'm thinking about having triplets.
I was like,
how many you got, Lush?
that I know of.
None. Wait. None.
oh, really?
None
His
of
boys
them
can't
things.
swim.
So between me and you, we
Just
got
kidding.
3.
Yeah.
We can't even.
Yeah.
We got 3 between us. Too.
Yeah. He over here putting young boy numbers up.
Yo, man, listen, man. But
When I signed Chief Keef, he was 20 years old, and he had 8 already. So I don't know where he's at now.
Chief Keef?
Yeah,
Yeah, Chief
yeah,
Keef,
yeah. It's
yes.
been
yo,
about 9
Chief
years.
Keef's a funny dude. That's my partner,
I
man.
love that dude.
I
I seen him
always
at
see
a
him
food
randomly-
festival the other day.
Yeah, Chief Keef, good dude, man.
Yeah, he was waiting in line for the chicken and waffles.
Chilling.
Yeah.
That documentary that Cole Bennett's doing should be interesting.
I saw that. I
When
wanted
they
to follow him
dropping that?
around to see
He doing
what
one
other
on
booths
Chief?
he went to. Yeah, he's doing the documentary. I was just talking to AZ Productions yesterday, and he's like working with him because think about how much crazy archival footage there is of Chief Keef from back in the
yeah,
day.
yo.
That it's like you got to get on the same page as all these videographers to use that shit because there's
We need
so
to
many
we need to
people
do an
from back
interview
then.
with Cole. I got to catch Cole there. Like, he'll come for me.
That'd be lit.
Yeah, remember when you were trying to convince ICP that they should be sponsored by Lyrical Lemonade?
Yeah, they should have. There was some cool
I don't wanna
dudes.
dig
You
that
remember
one up
them dudes?
again.
Insane
Yeah,
Clown
insane.
Posse?
Yeah.
Them some cool dudes, man.
ICP? Yeah,
I
good.
love ICP. And,
They still down there with the Juggalo Fest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gathering
gathering
of
of
the
the
Juggalos.
Juggalos.
The feds brought an indictment on them,
Mm-hmm.
said that their following was so cult, they're going to classify them as a disruptive
But
gang.
they didn't get indicted. They're not involved in any crazy shit.
Nothing.
It was more just like their fans got so out of control that it became treated
They
like a
had to
gang.
go to court for it.
And they lost.
Crazy.
Yeah, and they
That's
tried
crazy.
to do like a million man march, a million Juggalo march. They literally wanted to, and they did do a march. It wasn't.
I
it
don't
was
think there's a
big-
million juggalos.
There might not be.
I don't
But
even
they
think
were
the-
like the first, like, to have like the festivals and insane
back
fan
in the
bases.
day.
No,
like,
he said that what you
mid-90s.
call it was on tour with them. What's the homie that be doing?
Tech.
Tech.
Yeah.
Tech was on tour with them before he started painting his face. I don't know if he got that from them.
There's 100% a lot of overlay between that. And he, Tech says that he been doing the clown things on his own. He claims that was, but he definitely gives it up and gives respect to ICP.
I mean, that's them cult followings, man.
Yeah.
That they was doing it before
Nick,
everybody else. What's happening?
It's one thing to be famous, is another thing to have a cult following.
That's
You
a
know,
fact.
being famous is not that easy to monetize in comparison to have. If you got 20,000 people that want to buy your merch, you're eating good.
You're good.
Yeah.
For a
Nick,
long
so
time.
what the hell you up to these days, man?
That shit-
We know Wildin' Out tours going on.
Yeah, we've been selling out all over the place.
Yeah, and to the streets. One call in to bro, Lil John from Fruittown, Compton. He got On the Fingers merch. He said, Wack, we put the merch up on my thing. Go ahead, send the homie. So this is why we love Nick.
They sold out. Like,
and they
would-
sold
so
out.
every
We letting
city.
a nigga from Compton, from Fruittown, Paul Root, who came up with an idea, printed some shirts, and said, tell them get them here.
On the fingers.
They got them there and sold out. Now I'm a little pissed off that my whooping your ass in spades ain't came out. But
Oh, it's coming.
Another story.
You know, we got another
who was
show.
your P? Who was your P and who was his P?
His P is my baby mama.
Okay.
What's her name? I forgot my baby.
Courtney B.
Courtney B. That's my online baby mama.
Who was your P?
Lil John from Fruittown.
Okay.
Yeah. Right?
If I have a solid P,
You
I'm,
need to
I'm
go do
running.
it. Your P?
I'm running y'all.
Oh, Cole, you got to come on the show.
My
Partner.
My partner.
Oh.
You need to go.
yeah.
That'd be funny with you.
Have you want to
and
play
Lena.
spades?
You and Lena.
I don't. I would like to learn.
You
You
and
guys
Lena
kids tried
need
to
to
teach me a
go.
while ago.
Yeah.
You and Lena need to go.
Where?
It's easy. It's,
Go to
Amazon. We go there. Yeah.
It's
Wait.
called.
We playing spades.
I feel like
We
there's so
playing
many
spades.
things I'm missing out on here.
No, you have to-
need
you
to
have
go
to-
to
we
the
got
another
Amazon,
show.
or you buy it on
No,
Amazon.
No,
go
it's
to
another show that we do. It comes on Amazon and it's a podcast as well. But we play spades. Look, it's like
See,
imagine if
that's-
we were playing
okay.
spades right here.
Because that's what I need. I just need to like get more immersed in it so I can really start to internalize
you
these
and-
rules. Because
you and
once I
Leonard
get
go.
into it, everybody else who's played it in the history of hip hop, you're all done.
And they- you know- and they-
yeah, I'm gonna be the best.
Because
Just
it's
like
a
white
2-on-2
people do. They
game.
just come in
You
and
feel
take
me?
over.
We're gonna get
And look,
mathematical.
and they ask you
We're
all
gonna get
kind of-
statistical analysis.
and they ask you all kind of crazy ass questions. It's for you and Lena need to do it.
It's dope.
Because this co-host is fun.
I think
She's
I
funny
need to
as
learn
hell.
some new games. I'm kind of burnt out on poker.
Yeah, we can teach how to play spades. Like
Spades
3
is all
years.
about talking shit.
Easy.
So and
Really?
you do that very well. So it's like you got to talk somebody out their game, and you and your partner bid, and
If
you and your partner
willing
got
to
to
get
attend.
and talked out your game, then you really ain't got no business on a serious spades
See?
table.
He
To be
talking that
honest
shit.
with you,
Let me see if you're
because
going to keep it real.
I'm gonna keep it real.
You going to keep it real?
Come on.
November 9th,
Yeah.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
Hitman Geechee Gotti.
Oh, come on, man.
No, we got to keep it real. Come on,
You
bro.
wanna
Wait,
talk
what-
about
what-
it?
What is
Come on.
that?
They got a battle.
battle.
rap battle.
Oh, coming up.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, all
Hitman is incredible.
Okay.
Geechee Gotti is the homie from Compton Crib, Nutty Block, I believe, right?
Yes, he is.
He's a beast, and Hitman's a beast. And I believe Hitman is probably the favorite. He got more wins.
Hitman
He's the
is-
OG. He's the
Hitman-
whole
I'm
homie of
asking
this
you
shit.
because you said he's a hip hop
Battle rap.
I saw somebody ask AI the other day, who are the top battle rap hosts? And the AI even gave him props.
So I'm asking you. So listen, I know
Lush.
Geechee your man.
What you
Lush,
got?
But
Geechee
we
my mans.
keeping it real.
Look. Hitman's biggest strength is his performance ability. He's an incredible performer.
Yeah.
The way he sways the crowd, he could take a bar that another rapper could say, and that other rapper might not get no reaction. Hitman is dynamic. He gonna blow up the spot.
All the performance.
All performance.
Got you.
Geechee is realism. You feel me? He gonna hit you with that gutter shit. Them Geechee third rounds, you feel me? What you know about pissing on your hands to get off the gun residue, the gunpowder, you feel me? Like,
Is that real? People
Well,
do that?
Yeah,
You
definitely do that.
you can
milk,
pee on your hands?
Milk, bleach, or pee.
I-
Piss.
I feel like
That's a
everybody's
fact.
always making up an old wives' tale
Oh,
about
no.
pee.
No.
Like, you gotta pee on your leg
No,
to make the
listen,
jellyfish stop
listen.
hurting.
that shit
My
work too.
whole criminal history is gun violence. Okay? If
And pee.
No, if you listen, if you on the
Look at the
move,
pistol.
if you on the move
Pushing
and
P.
you know you done masked up and all that and you might have been exposed,
Okay.
you got to get rid of that because as soon as they catch you, they going to do what they call a GSR check.
Right.
So when you find
Which they did not do to the Menendez
They
brothers.
firing the pistol,
They didn't.
right? It's gonna kick back.
That's that good white
Bleach,
privilege.
milk, or urine.
How much white privilege
Fucks
do
it
you
up.
get when your last name is Menendez, though?
That's
Because
not
they
white.
was only half white.
Well, they're
remember
growing
that
up to
shit.
rich parents
Oh,
in
no,
fucking
remember
Beverly
that.
The
Hills.
parents are
You know?
Cuban, right?
Yeah.
Pops
Their
are
mom
Cuban.
was white.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
pops
That was a
Cuban.
crazy tangent from you just mentioning gunshot residue.
They
for
killed
like
them
2
people
seconds.
for that money.
Yeah.
bro.
Okay, so you're
But you
continue with
still
your
getting away
analysis.
from it.
Yeah.
Who do you think?
I'm gonna tell you like this: Gotti ain't losing that battle.
Are you saying that's your
Really?
man?
No, that's my man's, and I'm hard. Look,
Why do
No.
you think that,
Now,
though? You
why-
can't
yeah.
just say that
Yeah,
now.
I want
Just
you to
back
keep it
up.
real.
and of course you gonna be like Hitman.
No.
Of course.
You feel me?
Because
Like,
I feel like Hitman body. First of all, when I say he's Hulk Hogan of this shit, he's been doing it for so long. He doesn't have to do it anymore.
Yeah.
And he comes back and be slaying all these young boys. So
He's
I fuck
amazing.
with Gotti, but that's Hulk Hogan.
Listen,
Hitman
I
amazing.
got Hitman. We got 100 push-ups on call.
Oh, let's do it. And
On call.
gonna
that
take him all week.
Let's-
No.
That'd be the most push-ups I did in my
On
life.
call is this. Listen,
When
if
I
I
see
look up
you-
and I know y'all live,
Yeah.
I can call. Hey, Lush, give me 5.
Yeah.
If
you
he
got
know
that.
we in here,
You got
I
that.
don't care what I got on, all white Wack, give me 15. I gotta give it.
you got that
So we
covered.
got 100 on call.
Whatever.
What about
it
bunny
is.
hopping?
There you
There
go.
it is. There it
I don't
is.
know what the hell that is.
The Meek Mill thing.
Yeah.
Come
We
on,
not-
man.
we not
Leave
doing
Meek
no
alone,
weird.
man.
But with that being said, if Geechee even has a slight stumble, it's acquaintance for him.
But you got to remember, now I'm going to tell you where I believe
That's Blood versus
Hitman,
Crips, too.
I'm going to relate, Paul. Hitman has a little leverage. Bro from St. Louis,
Yeah.
right? But he's infected with Los Angeles.
Yeah.
He run around with some cold, treacherous cats from, from Ludus Park.
Right.
Right, this is a fact. So he has the down south side of it, and he has this West Coast.
And he live in Atlanta.
Geechee got the West Coast for sure, and he got the realism, and he really come from that life. Bro really come from that life. But you right, if he slipped, but the performance side of it,
Yeah, you're not going to outperform Hitman Holla.
He's a superstar.
You're not going to outperform Hitman Holla. But keep in mind, like the way battle rap works is if there's like the whole crowd, the whole scene wants certain people to win and certain people to lose at certain times, depending on the climate. And if it be like that, like right now,
they won't Hitman to lose.
They want
key.
he's Hulk
They
Hogan in
want it.
this
Yeah,
shit.
that's a fact.
Like they want to see the guy who's been carrying battle rap for a decade, as he calls it, like that.
Geechee's representative of like the newer generation,
and
right?
let's
Yeah.
keep it a stack. Geechee winning 3 Champion of the Years in the past 5 years.
Yeah,
That-
Geechee is dope. Let's
I'm
come
just
on.
saying.
first
No,
of
take
all,
nothing from
one of
Geechee,
my
that's
favorites.
bro.
yeah, my boy a joint too.
Now, listen,
So-
you just watched me not even knowing Geechee.
Yeah.
Lock the alley down for him.
Facts.
Just respect.
Facts.
Right?
Yeah.
Any West
real
Coast.
one.
And I'm going to be real.
Real one.
We claim, we know Hitman from St. Louis, but we claim Hitman.
He bumped it. Yeah, there
You know,
go,
we
yeah.
claim the homie. That and he tied to Incredible, so we overclaimed bro.
Absolutely.
But November 9th, Atlanta is going down.
That's gonna be amazing.
That's gonna be one of the most exciting battle rap. Like
It's going down.
that I've seen. in a
This
long
really,
time.
I'm glad you said that. What made you want to go work with him and his whole diaper scheme?
What do you? Well, the crazy thing. First of all, this is my guy for life.
He's bringing it to the Congo. We still haven't
It's
seen them.
smart. First of all, and it was before I had 12 kids.
Right.
This was it. I was like, he was like, yo, man, I got this idea. And I was like, again, because you always got to find white spaces where there's a need. And I understood the need, but honestly, if we're gonna get to it, it was the philanthropic aspect of it because he was going to the hood from the Bronx to Compton to wherever and seeing people in need of diapers, like. And
A good diaper for less money is crazy.
so, like, we could sleep through the night on that shit, and then really figuring out a way to get some government subsidies to make them have to pay for that, or at least give, like, even in the aspect of how we present it and how many we can give to single mothers and things of that nature. And I was like, that's what really got me. And I was like, of course, man. To see his passion in it, to know he always gonna find a hustle. You know what I mean? One of the smartest businessmen I knew. And then the fact that he was going to factories in China, he was going to the
He
Congo,
watching me.
and I'm like, if you think about it, it's whether you selling dope or diapers, you know what I mean?
If you're making moves in China. I'm not gonna lie, my wife sometimes wears an adult diaper.
some whole other
The
shit.
reason why is because she said that when she's on her period, that she
Oh,
does
the period panties.
She she
They're
doesn't
not a
like
diaper, dummy.
But
I
isn't
don't
that's where you actually
no, but
started,
yeah,
right?
yeah, that's where I started.
Before he went
the
to
diaper?
diaper,
That's
in the period diaper.
the absorption.
absorbent. They had this.
I remember that episode where you had me dump like a whole cup of water into the diaper and I held it.
Yeah, it was gone.
But she said that it's like uncomfortable and unhealthy to like have a
Stuff
tampon in you
in
if you
you.
don't have to. The
Yeah,
pad
people-
is kind of like keeping everything stuck up in
You
there.
get toxic by that
So-
shit.
So
but-
let's go straight convalescent home and grab some diapers.
It is
Make-
kind of like a weird peek into what the future might be like. Yeah, for
Right.
sure. Like, oh, you're going to be rocking that probably all the time when you're 80. Yeah.
I feel like that's like predominantly for the heavy flow days. You know what I mean?
Love that
And
heavy
then just
flow.
so you know,
Really? You running red lights? You gangbanging on him like
Actually,
that?
honestly,
Oh,
no.
I'm-
You
Yeah.
still-
like, you
all
ain't
day?
never
Oh.
ran no red lights.
No, I have, but it's not. I mean, we've been together for 8
Man, let me
years.
tell
I bet you
something.
that type of content will go
Let me keep it
crazy.
100.
Oh yeah.
You can't do period blood on OnlyFans.
You can't?
Really?
Nope. Forbidden.
Really?
For real?
You
Any
can't, you
blood,
can't do
right?
piss. You can't do a bunch of stuff on there.
Oh, that's crazy.
Cause I bet there's some motherfuckers that's into that shit.
Because I'd be dropping a log on her every week if
Yeah.
I could. Yeah.
y'all,
Take this.
do y'all do that in your free time or is that just content?
I've never done anything poop oriented besides
Listen.
anal, I guess, you know.
I'm
you ever-
like
Somebody in the ass and saw
Texas Chainsaw
Yeah.
Massacre.
Oh, really?
Legendary shit.
Hold on, Nick. As
Wait,
much
what did you
pussy as
just
you've
say?
gotten, and I know.
First of all, I'm not an
What did
anal
you
dude
just
like
say?
but
that.
you might too.
Oh.
be too
Soft
famous.
shit?
Now we're getting to the meat and
What the
potatoes.
hell is going on?
No, I said I'm not an anal dude, but I said I asked him. He said he's somebody
That's
in the
important
ass and
information.
saw shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you did that.
In my backyard a long time ago, we were filming a threesome with my wife and another like extremely famous porn star. And at one point, there was a bit of an explosion.
What? So you banging her in the ass,
Yeah.
and as you pull out,
Yeah.
shit follows.
Oh, yeah.
You was just cool with it.
That's crazy. And it
You
was
just
it's
cool
on
with it?
camera.
This is the business. Yeah. You edit that out. Go
Oh, okay.
sponge
But I'm sure
yourself
there's some
down.
people who are into that type shit.
No, I'm sure he wasn't psyched about it, but like,
That's a different type of porn.
Peanut
Two
butter.
girls, one cup was the shit.
I can't
back in the
believe
day,
it's
literally.
peanut butter.
Yo, my childhood died a little bit when I found out the 2 girls, 1 cup was fake.
ice cream,
Really?
chocolate
Yeah.
ice cream.
Okay.
Which really
I
makes a
actually
lot
make
of
you feel
sense.
better,
Because
yeah.
those girls are enjoying that shit way too much.
They was into that shit way too much.
Yo.
But that's probably one of the reasons like I'm not into like ass.
2 girls, 1 cup.
I
Kind of scarred you at a young
yeah, I was
age,
like,
yeah.
I don't want no parts of shit everywhere.
He don't want
anywhere.
he don't want to be part of shit.
Yeah.
Nah, I
I
feel
don't
that.
want no bullshit. Now I am Freddy Krueger, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Chucky, and probably a few top 5 of our killers doing life when
With
it
the
comes
periods.
to
Yeah.
running red light.
Running red
Yeah,
light.
I
Shark
get
Week.
that.
You in the Shark Week?
Wait, what?
He
I'm
likes
off
the
it.
blood.
Down. He's
I'm
down.
on
Oh.
a trip.
Sue Woo.
So,
Yeah,
He's with
I'll
it.
probably
That ain't stopping shit.
Really? Wow.
I got the mattress company. Midnight, they bring me a new one. Yo, bring me a mattress.
Quick 5K on the
Know
new
what I'm saying?
mattress.
That's what we. Incredible mattresses is next,
Incredible
nigga.
mattresses.
Talk about absorbent.
You could just get a mattress cover, right? Those things are pretty good. My
I'm
kid
tell-
shit the bed the other day. The mattress cover saved the mattress.
It's a wrap. Yeah.
Who shit the bed?
My kid.
Oh, I'm just, I understand
That's like
that.
the one category of people who has an excuse to shit in the bed.
It
yeah.
wasn't me, I swear. Hey, but I'll tell you like this: if she bloody, then I might get muddy.
Oh.
Yeah, dig.
I
Like,
understand.
so you-
you go to the other hole if the other hole is
And
occupied.
sure, you know, sometimes you ain't. I've been hitting a bitch from the back, and sometimes I'll be like, you know, I think I deserve something a little tighter than this, and then
Really? See, I can't.
Damn, I mean, that shit
feels-
blowed
I
out.
think-
Double barrel
it
shotgun.
might could.
Why is you hitting
And
that?
it's like, I
That
think
you ain't never like discovered a
When
was
you went
looser
in,
than
you was
thought,
like, hello, and go back.
Hello,
Hello.
I'm so used to like anal can only be if you have prepared yourself.
so.
You know?
That's what you
Yeah.
got to do. Like they got to like. What is it suppositories and shit?
They do a little anal douching or something. I don't know. I would prefer to be like Israel. You know, we're dropping leaflets. Like we're warning you before we come in because this is about to get real messy over here. You know.
I believe it's like don't eat for like a whole day before type thing. Would probably be helpful. I
mean-
assume.
Oh yeah, the girls go hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of stuff. I don't know.
I mean, hey.
I don't really do that. We don't really do it on camera, so I don't really know that much about exactly what goes into
So
it.
anal's not on camera.
I mean, we can. It's just like not my girl's favorite thing to do on camera.
Anal on OnlyFans is fine though.
Yeah.
Okay.
But any significant amount of shit, not flying.
So
Which is kind of I'm.
I mean, I
straight with that.
understand,
I'm kinda
like-
straight with
Nobody
that.
wants to see
I
that.
don't need. I personally don't need to see.
It muddies the
what
waters.
are the no? Like I did. Like what are the no goes on OnlyFans?
Nothing in public.
Really?
Oh.
You can't. You would think that would be like.
Oh yeah, because it's super popular. But even if you have like a huge backyard with tons of trees and shit, if it looks like it could be in public, it's probably getting flagged.
Really?
Yeah,
Damn, that's crazy.
interesting, right?
Then extra out
Body
for that.
parts in certain areas is all. You can stick anything
Hold
anywhere.
hold on 1 second, Nick. Yo, we live on No Jumper. I got our partner that you haven't met yet, Nick Cannon. He's the one doing all of Africa.
Oh, okay.
For the diapers.
Yeah, because you up here telling me you be thinking I'm crazy.
I'm
I'm not gonna say anything. Zach, can you tell?
Porn back to diapers.
We got Nick here live. I got Adam from No Jumper here. Can you tell them what we have going on? This is my business partner. He's been in Africa doing business like 2 decades or so. What we got going on with Incredible?
Which part you want me to elaborate on?
I mean, start to give it to him.
The mattresses.
Give it to him.
Absorbent mattresses.
Give it to him, Zach, because I can't give it. He's quarterbacking it all,
Right.
right?
Right.
So,
Right. Well, I can give him a little bit. I can't give him everything.
okay, go give him what you can give him.
All right. Well, we got the company set up in the Congo. Incredible Diapers Congo. Everything is live and in action. Moving things forward with the anticipation of actually having the manufacturing facility up within a year.
The whole facility. So we.
Wait, and that's
Bringing
just
jobs
Congo.
to
Where else
Africa.
we going simultaneously from Congo?
We had the same situation that we have already in place in Congo set up in Nigeria.
Right, government funded.
Are you thinking of selling diapers in any first world nations at any point?
We're going everywhere.
I'm just wondering, like, why start there?
We popping now. That's where we're manufacturing. them.
Okay.
He's building industry in the motherland.
Nothing
ahead,
against
Zach.
Nigeria or anything.
Hands
Who was the
philanthropic.
person-
Yeah.
Who was the one that asked the question?
Adam 22.
Notorious
Okay, well-
racist, yeah.
What did he ask about the first world countries?
Yep.
Okay, well, if based upon the statistics, where do they have the biggest decline in population?
You tell me.
No, I'm asking you.
I'm assuming
He
first world.
about-
I don't really do a lot
He
of
about
work
to
in
bust
this
you
field,
out.
yeah.
You playing with like
I'm assuming he's gonna
He's gonna say America.
Yeah,
I would think
yeah.
rich countries are the ones where they have the decline in population, right?
Japan's got the number one, I believe, in the world.
all right, go ahead, Zach.
Eurocentric countries where you had the biggest decline in the population, and also in Japan.
Like I said.
And because of the fact that they had the 1 or 2 child rule in China, you had the same situation. But you have the largest population growth, Africa, Middle East, and Southeast Asia.
So let's diaper them up.
There it
So
is.
now
There's
watch
more
this.
black people
But-
on the planet than
But watch
anything.
this. Outside of what Nick's doing on the Walmart side, what happens when we're 5 or 6 manufacturing distribution centers up? You know what happens? Incredible Diapers is now manufactured and distributed from where?
From Africa to the U.S.
Revolutionary shit.
That's
Now
where
guess
are
what
most
happens?
diapers produced right
when
now.
when our president want to get in there and act crazy, right? And China want to say, "Hey, we're gonna act crazier back." We're not affected.
Okay.
No, it make a lot of sense. The business model
And,
makes
and,
sense.
and, and also you got to look at it from the strategy that you have
I got a tough.
very small amount of trade that's currently taking place between Africa and the U.S.
And,
Where
we,
you
and
only
it
had,
needs
I
to
think, like,
increase.
35 billion last year that was done between Africa and the U.S., but you had 130 billion between Africa and China.
Okay, I have a question for you, sir.
For the record, most diapers are made in America.
I believe so. Like I said, Huggies and companies like that. My question for you, sir, is due to the fact that there's been a lot of labor exploitation in Africa and continents such as that in the southern hemisphere, are there any practices in place to make sure that that's not going to happen with this?
Great
endeavor?
question.
We're dealing with the government. It can't happen.
One of the things of the reason why that we're taking the strategy and approach that we're doing is to increase the economic wherewithal with the population in those countries, so that way they can afford housing, they can afford the normal things that we take for granted that they don't have access to. So,
Providing industry and providing jobs.
Yeah.
So there's not going to be
Right.
any indentured servitude. It's going to
Nah.
be, you feel me, straight.
We ain't making
square biz.
So what
sweatshop
happens
diapers.
is, so this is what's on me.
Y'all understood why I asked that
I
question,
have
right?
to-
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I have to.
Well, look at it from this perspective. If you have housing, right, one of the biggest issues that you have in all these developing countries, there's really no such thing as a first world, second world, third world, right? You have capitalism, so you have those that have and those who are getting taken advantage of, right? So if you actually are going in and setting up the proper structures that need to be in place, in order to have affordable housing, you need to have those that can afford the housing to be affordable. So if you have, like in Nigeria, there's 18 million housing shortage, and they have
That's insane.
maybe, and it's growing 3+ million a year with the housing shortage, which is the same type of structure that you have in the Congo. So if you're creating jobs in those countries by way of projects that Cash is doing, then that gives the ability for those individuals to have housing, which then gives them the ability to send their children to school. Now, I don't know if he explained outside of the diapers, but the other thing that he's actually addressing are the sanitary napkins.
Yeah, we talked about that. We had
Gotta
a
have
full
the
conversation.
napkins.
Yeah.
That wipes, all that. Don't keep
Right,
going.
so
If you get caught up in a slavery scandal, that's going to be enough content for me and every other YouTuber for years to come.
Hold on, let him
I
talk.
love that.
Why do you think I had that?
Wait, what'd you say?
No, I'm addressing the issue that he asked. Now, one of the other issues that you have is a lot of the reasons. I'm going back to the exploitation. One of the other issues that you have is that a lot of the women, young ladies, they can't go to school because they don't have sanitary napkins. So if you're providing them with the sanitary napkins, now they can actually go to school and they can also go to work because they have to make a choice. Are you going to buy groceries or are you going to buy sanitary napkins?
And guess what, Zach? Tell them who got the contracts to build the additional schools they need over there.
Well, I can't disclose that, but I can say it's close at hand.
Yeah, right. Schools, homes. So when I'm talking about this, now let me tell you who Zach is. Many moons ago.
No, don't tell me.
No. I'm gonna tell you how we met. Many moons ago, Nick, remember when you first heard somebody brought the life rights to Suge Knight's book?
Don't get into all that stuff. Let's stick with the facts.
Have you informed him about the revolutionary vaginal cleaning method that you told us about last week?
I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
You and R&B.
Zach, I'm gonna call you back, my brother. I love you.
Remember you
Zach,
and R&B
my
in the
brother,
field?
love.
I'm gonna put you on line with Nick too on a 3-way blast, so you happy.
She peed out in public in the field, right?
Who?
R&B.
Well, she had to go to the bathroom.
And what did you do to help her clean
I
up?
pulled over and I let her go.
And then what after that?
I licked my grill clean.
Wait, what?
Hey, listen, Nick. Now, Nick,
You my nigga for life, but
Okay,
wait,
watch
I
this.
need
A
clarity.
lot of comments were kind of shocked by it as well. I'm
I
going to be
just
real
need
with
some
you.
clarity.
we got content.
Wack is freaky.
The
Yo,
biggest freak. No, that's one
First
thing I've
of
learned
all,
from this. This is
yo,
the freakiest guy
Hold
on
on,
earth.
bro. Listen,
Freaky
don't put that
frog.
footage out that just happened in the front. I just had 3 women jump out on me, took off on me. They snatched my wallet. Don't put the footage out.
You got beat up by a bunch of girls.
Oh man, you missed the boat. You were supposed to ride with it.
You should have pieced them up
damn
like
it.
those
They
white
would've-
guys
they
in the
would've
parking lot.
believed it.
Treat them like stitches.
Huh? Nah, hey yo, man.
Put a
Shout
brick
out
to their
Stitches.
face.
For Adam to
Your
call
ass.
you the freakiest dude he know, that's some freaky
No,
shit.
He's got
Mother-
a Diddy art coming. How do you avoid
Will
those
you
parties?
tell him? Wait, hold on. Wait. First of all,
Nick's
bro,
been there.
The
shout
party
out to
inside
Dick.
the
Look,
party.
Yeah,
listen,
I don't.
I ain't
You
gonna
didn't
let
go
y'all
inside.
do Diddy like
I
that.
leave early.
Okay.
The Diddy parties. Me personally, I was a backyard 12:15 to 1:30. We were gone. Then
At a
go
Diddy
to the
party.
house. At a Diddy party.
Okay.
In the house, it's still cool till like 2:33. After that, cats leave. Now, whoever stayed, go to the back, whatever. We don't know.
I'm the DJ. When it's time for me to wrap up, I'm out.
That's the 3 o'clock joint.
Nah,
2:30, 3 o'clock.
Nah, not even that late. You said
No,
12:30,
2:30.
1
Oh, you
week.
did the backyard. 'Cause
Yeah,
we did the backyard, but
Yeah, we out.
we didn't go in,
Okay.
right? Because he's not letting everybody in until everybody gets there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what Shorty said is like the real freak.
I don't really. I mean,
I
again,
never seen none of that.
I never seen none of that either.
And that's my problem with all of this is that as much as we've heard about the Diddy thing, we still have heard so few firsthand accounts.
Because-
Tania, Crip Mac's ex-girlfriend, Stupid Badass's alleged fake baby mama,
Yeah.
she had a soft white underbelly clip that went viral earlier this week in which she talked about it and gave some details about what she saw. But this is still a person who claims that they did not participate in it.
But again, we're supposedly whatever they got, we gonna see in what, May? And
Yeah.
Whatever.
I guarantee you, all of the parties
Hello,
and
John.
stuff that
On the
we
fingers.
on the fingers.
And for the record, I'm gonna say this: Ain't no crime against having 1,000 bottles of baby oil. It ain't no crime.
No.
It is if they have GHB in them.
That's cap.
I feel like it's probably cap.
You don't think that the feds would have said that? The feds would have came out.
I think it's
and
so
said,
much shit that's sensationalized.
Yeah, of course.
The
That's
feds
what
would have came out and said that, bro.
How many bottles of baby oil you got in your crib?
I don't use baby oil.
What do you use?
Talking about for my lotion, Lubriderm.
Oh, okay.
I feel
My
like
lotion.
baby oil could have been a COVID purchase, like an impulse.
I mean, how y'all know?
apocalyptic.
Impulsively
How do you
bought
know,
1,000
how do you
bottles.
know Johnson and Johnson didn't send that? He got a baby. How you know they just didn't ship him a
They
bunch
ain't
of
gonna
baby?
send 1,000.
He's an
bottles.
influencer.
He's an influencer.
Yeah. That's like, you might go to my house and see 100 shirts from one brand. They send me 100 shirts. It's not like, oh, Adam's addicted to shirts.
Well, no, if based on like output of children, if they're sending Puff 1,000, they should send Nick like
I'm
20,000.
saying, right? Just back the truck up. Just baby oil.
I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of stuff I'm hearing it's eye raising, but again, I've never heard.
Has
these
anybody
things.
read the indictment yet?
I haven't read it.
I'm relying
They
on
just
other
talking
people to
about
break it
kids
down.
and all that.
It's like 30. It's 30
Have they
pages or
released
something
the
like that.
totality of it?
They
Even?
talking about like the kids. I've never heard none of that, bro. With Puff, I just
Yeah, I
haven't.
don't believe
We
you.
would have heard that, like, yo, what we would have heard. He's too loud. He's too in the open.
Yeah.
We would have heard that.
And
It would
even
have
in
been,
the
you know what I'm saying?
allegation that Shorty made, she said that I couldn't really distinguish if she was trying to imply that it actually was underage chicks or just.
It seemed like that's what she was saying.
But it seemed like they were dressed. All I heard her say was
Some
they
anime
were dressed
shit, right?
Like that,
But the one
which-
got caught. She called her boyfriend. I give you $3 million if you go along with my story. He turned her in. The
that's
chick
all
said
right,
she was 16. Call on my story. I give you $3 million. He turned her in. Like, come on. I mean, I'm glad he did that on some real man shit. Like,
Yeah.
You know, he like, yo, if that was me, like, you sitting in there, like, when somebody telling something you did, cool. But when it's just an outright lie, like, come on, man. Like, what you doing?
If he emerges from this, he's going to be like John Gotti.
He ain't coming out of it.
I
don't
think
think?
his,
No,
his
he's not
karma
coming out.
is on trial. That's what that is.
Yeah.
And I can say this: if Puff got out of a lot of stuff, that if it would have got him, he wouldn't have been the Puff he was today. So how it happened? Something was gonna happen. He just got his run all in one, which is probably best for his kids. If you're gonna be doing something, if he'd have went down for the shooting that Shine went down for, his career would have been over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's other situations. If he'd have went down right the way it's supposed to be, we wouldn't have known him as we know him today. So he got like a 30-some year run. So, but that Mann Act, that white slavery, it's been around since 1910, and they use it when they want to use it. So us as black people, we quick to say, well, why you didn't do this or do this? Because they didn't want to, but they could do it to you because that's the law. And that's the one. Do I think he's going to get life or R. Kelly time? No.
Okay.
I think Puff going to end up with like
15?
7 to 10.
When last time you talked to Kels?
Last week. He going to call me back this week so we can get an interview
Wow.
on the new
Because
situation.
I heard he saying it. He feel like it's a whole setup in this.
Yeah, he told me that. He said, Wack, you got to understand, because I understand his situation too, right? The people,
Kels?
yeah, the parents was literally texting him back as it was the daughter, right? The whole time. But so it's like things go on and things happen. It's really getting to a point to where everything's about to be simplified.
We just got to be smarter as black men out here. Bottom
That's a
line,
fact.
we got to take accountability for our
That's
actions,
real.
and we got to move differently.
Don't
Like,
create a sophisticated orgy/drug conspiracy.
And don't
Probably
think you
not.
can do
Traveling the nation.
No, but because I think we created that conspiracy around it. But if he would have been moving smarter, we wouldn't have been able to do that.
And honestly, next time you talk to Kels, you could tell him to rest assured that despite me not co-signing his actions of the past, I have reinserted "I'm a Flirt" on my playlist.
Oh, no,
That's
I
big
still
of you.
bump.
I like that.
Hey, no, I still bump 12 play. I don't care what you talking about.
But because if we gonna talk that shit, if you gonna start taking motherfuckers' music off of DSPs and not playing it because of their personal
Let's start with
actions,
That's against the First Amendment. That's
not just but
unconstitutional.
the whole rock and roll industry would be gone.
Facts.
You can start-
You would
yeah,
have
that's
no
fine.
fucking
Jerry Lee
rock
Lewis
and
ain't
roll
no
music.
Great Balls of Fire.
All of that shit.
Bro was on his 14-year-old cousin. Come
Yeah.
on, bro.
Yo,
And here's the cool thing. But I do want to say, Nick made a point that I feel like should be emphasized because it's kind of the same thing that I was saying before. He's on trial for his karma. This man Puff is on trial
fact.
for his karma. And like I said, when I keep bringing up like all the deaths that occurred and all the things that are unrelated 100% to any of these charges,
Jaguar Lush.
First of all, that
I do look like, as much as that
That
stuff sounds
chick
crazy,
is-
I believe in energy.
I caught her in lies.
She's tripping.
Yeah, but it's an energy thing. Even that type of stuff, it's negative frequencies that are just picking up on all. Like, think about of all the shit we could be talking about. Like, Puff, over the years, he's given us so much fodder to say,
what
well,
I'm
what happened
saying.
here? What happened there? Like, everybody got some negative shit that they could talk about, opposed to certain individuals, all you can talk about is positive shit that they've done.
They said everybody's scared to give parties. If you guys want to know how to give a party, mimic QCP's birthday parties.
What was it like?
Everybody suited. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody suited that Puff shit
No,
too.
but everybody suited.
For a while.
It's usually it's not at his personal home. You know what I'm saying? It's very luxurious, it's elegant, it's grown.
But you gotta think, Puff had been throwing parties since the 90s.
Yeah, he felt invincible because he had
Yeah,
had
and he
so
kept-
much
and
time
he
to get
kept
in trouble.
telling
And he didn't.
everyone he was invincible. He was making music videos
He said-
that come get me.
He said, I'm probably gonna go to jail for this one day.
Right.
Interviews
Right.
about his parties.
This fool has been doing this for so long that when he first started throwing parties, bitches were twerking to "Flavor in Your Ear" by Craig Mack.
That's very
You
good.
feel
That's
me?
crazy.
Like, that's how long it's been.
It's-
R.I.P. Craig
But
Mack.
what if your sexual desires, your particular desires, can only be satiated by having, a 200-person freak off?
You a
Caligula.
wild motherfucker.
Like Diddy is in that category where it's not like he could just have like one or two
Maybe
girls
you
come out.
gotta
and-
do-
You have lots of sex.
Largely
What
on
is it-
camera.
Is it at a point where you like, I need more, I gotta go deeper, I gotta get freaky?
I think if I felt that urge of like, you know what? I'm just not going to be able to be into it sexually tonight unless I have 12 come through. It's just like, I think I would have the strength to resist that.
As someone who's had lots of sex as well, I go to the space of I'm tired more than I want more.
Right.
Like, even as a man in his 40s, I'm like, I'm done with all of that shit.
I think
like,
Diddy was taking some special medication that was helping him to not be tired.
I'm not even talking about the physical act of it. Like,
Just mentally.
I'm talking like just dealing with the bullshit. And
That they come with.
yeah,
But you said-
the Puff I knew, I started to see. I felt like he wanted to change and was evolving and was like, "Yo, I want to be the father. I want to be like." He had been through so much shit.
But are you more into the romantic side of things, the love side of things, more so than the like, let's just push our sexual abilities to the maximum?
I'm a hopeless romantic. I'm like, I
Really?
like taking care of chicks, and I like women falling in love with me. Like, I'm that like that. If there's some toxic shit in me, it's like I want to be the king. And
But isn't
have
it
my-
hard to spread that love to different people? Like, at
It's a
certain
challenge.
He likes
I'm
a
a
challenge,
challenge.
yeah.
I mean, it's stages to these wages.
Because I know I done tried to juggle. I
It's a
can't
rich
do it
man's
at a certain
sport.
point. Yeah, there it is. Like we said earlier, he's got the Scooch Liani. Yeah.
That is real. Yeah, I feel like the most important thing, if you're a guy who comes into wealth and you end up becoming very successful, you got to just look at your life constantly from like a top-down view and say like, how can I remain humble through this journey and not become some crazy caricature of a asshole and the kind of person.
Is that what you're dealing with?
That's what I'm personally
Because you
always
have your
trying to
own
do.
empire.
Right, and I'm trying to not become the kind of guy who acts like he has a fucking empire all
Well,
the
it
time.
seems like
you know?
because like
Ego
money,
challenge.
Yeah.
money amplifies who you already are. If you're an asshole, you're gonna be a bigger asshole the more money you get. If you're a good person, you're gonna be a better person the more money you get.
Right.
I think if that's happening as you're getting older, from your youth, yeah. But if you come into it, you done had a little money, you wasn't just crazy as you was growing, and then you get it, right? I think you're a little more settled with it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you know who you are. A lot of these people get money early. You gotta think about it. Puff been getting money since he was
early 90s.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as we've all seen, like Puff is a legendary asshole.
Straight up.
From Puff to Dame Dash.
And he's cool with that.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's an energy thing. If you've been a legendary asshole and by any means necessary, you name your company Bad Boy, we kick your doors in, all that shit.
Right.
You ain't gonna have a lot of like rooting for you when shit get tough.
And don't he come from a lineage? Like, wasn't like his
His pops was Frank
You feel me?
Lucas and all.
In the game, yeah.
His
Dope
pops
dealer
got
and all
murdered when
that.
he was 2.
right. So like there's
Yo, the biggest thing in the streets is Big Meech is out.
How you feel about that?
I don't feel no kind of way about it.
I think that's dope.
I think
Hella dope.
I think he gonna get with 50. I think he.
I
Has
was
a-
like, what's
he
gonna
has
be
a
crazy
dope-
if he's in BMF the show?
No.
As himself? It's
No.
crazy.
Oh my
You gotta
God.
remember,
That's
he has a
gonna be
whole
crazy.
nother segment he can do. he just did 19 years, right? So the after of him getting caught in the 50 thing, like that's a whole nother script.
How many seasons of BMF are there? I gotta watch
I don't
this
know.
shit.
There's been a grip of them.
But
so
I
far,
think
yeah.
to me, the amazing thing about BMF, think about it, as big as they were in the early 2000s and all that stuff, the fact that you now are telling this story, it amazed me when I be driving down Sunset Boulevard and see buildings that say BMF on it.
Black
legal way,
Mafia
though.
family.
That's what I'm saying. Like literally, they used to have billboards in Atlanta,
Coming out of
Detroit.
Atlanta,
Yeah, yeah.
I thought they was crazy.
Yeah, but
Right.
now the fact that BMF is the biggest drug story ever. The mafia.
That's what I'm saying.
Like the actual real mafia, there's nothing bigger than the actual BMF or even any of these like stories that we get to tell of our culture now because
That's real.
hip hop has surpassed what gang mafia culture
Yeah,
of
100%.
the Al Capones and all that.
Right,
Like and I always say this, like Puff is probably gonna go down as one of the biggest gangsters.
That's real. That's what they trying to label him as. They said
If
we
we
chose
100
New York.
years from now,
We chose New York because this is where we established the RICO to
Right.
take down the Italian mobsters, and he's a mobster. That's what
That's-
they said.
And literally, if you look as earlier on the No Jumper show,
That's what they're saying,
Flacco
yeah.
was trying to make the comparison. This is Flacco's hypothesis, so y'all know, and y'all can respond to it as you choose. He said that within a month of Big Meech getting out, nobody's gonna give a. And this is Flacco's quote, and he said it's gonna be quote unquote just like Boosie. We told him we still give a about Boosie.
Yeah.
That's the first wrong thing you said.
The only thing that ran out was Boosie's like rap hype, which let's be fair, that runs out
was
for like
already-
almost
but he was
everyone.
already
Yeah,
an older
he-
dude.
Yeah,
Not too
Like-
many people make the best decisions when they come out as rappers. They should get right to it.
Right.
And for
Yeah.
whatever reason, they just enjoying their freedom.
They should be like
And they
Gucci
don't-
Mane and drop first day out.
Yeah,
when you-
Gucci
first
just
day out
did it the
feds.
best.
With
Yeah.
Boosie, like there's almost nobody that could do views as consistently on their interviews as Boosie, and he has done so many more interviews than almost anybody else in the culture.
Facts.
And Vlad, like, there's a reason why they have the relationship they have, is he is like an invaluable resource when it comes to commentary on the
I
culture.
wish somebody because there's an amount of money that Boosie should be getting because of that.
Right.
That I don't feel like he's tapped all the way into.
Well, he said he getting 40K per episode.
But
right?
he
the
should
claim.
be. That's low. He
That's
should be.
low.
If it was on his platform, he'd be getting like. I want to see the Boosie platform because he deserves it.
Boosie having a platform would be sick. Just like I said earlier, Big Meech having a podcast would be sick because
No, hell no.
No,
We
but
shouldn't do
listen,
no
though,
podcast.
or at least-
it's overexploited.
perhaps
I mean, they got a TV show.
Yeah, how's the TV show any different? Although
But
I
there
think
was
he has
building-
to be careful to not
TV
burn
show
out
is
himself.
We're watching actors, right?
Right.
A podcast that's really him. Now he has a movie he can
I mean,
do.
the Wolf of Wall Street dude got a podcast.
He got a movie he can do, but the Wolf of Wall Street is what? White guy. He has a movie he can do on BMF, and he has series he can do on
100%
part two
book
of him.
deals,
The
all
19
that.
years he just did. People want to know what you
Inside.
went through
That's
inside.
it. That's
what I'm
was it
saying,
about?
though.
I wonder what his podcast offers right now look like.
huge.
For sure, there's people trying to put big old bags on the
Again,
table.
he
yeah.
can make a lot of money, and I hope he makes a lot of money just based off of just talking
He got
about
some
the
questions
system.
you need to answer though. Because we
here
got the
you
guy
go.
Cuffy in there.
The exposers.
go.
No,
Oh,
we
yeah.
got the guy Cuffy. Those are real. You gotta. People gonna ask these questions
They
because he's
said
on
that.
Cam Capone on Blue Da Vinci's
Blue Da
phone
Vinci.
saying the story. So Cuffy's still in there, and Cuffy, if y'all didn't know, he had the rights first. He
Here's my
them the
question
rights.
though.
Yeah.
I mean, because on your street shit, if somebody just did 20,
yeah.
regardless of what they might have said during the indictment and all that, shit, you still went and sat down. That's a life sentence.
No, but see,
Yeah.
if you did 20, and because you did something you weren't supposed to do by street code, which said you was probably supposed to do 40, you know what I'm saying? So they're gonna look at it like that. So we got to answer those questions because Cuffy's a real guy, right? He had the rights first, and then when all that happened, the lady that crossed
The
him
rights
up
to
ended
what?
up BMF.
Like his story, essentially.
Cuffy, no, Cuffy
I
had.
see what you're saying.
Yeah.
That was his man.
Right,
Him and Meek
right,
was his
I feel
man,
you.
and then the thing happened with the chick in the middle, and what they saying happened, how it happened with the chick and the lineup and all this, right?
Well, you're talking about the actual company, like the entity BMF or the story.
No, it's a guy named Cuffy.
Okay.
Right, he had the rights first.
Okay.
Now his early release now is based on he got a time cut based upon the new law.
Right.
I got that paperwork.
But that's what I'm saying.
He got
so
out
it-
right now for a
So
time
it's not
cut.
for saying nothing. This
No,
is like the system.
But they questioning it for whatever reason.
But probably about 2017, 18, you were hearing Meech coming home early. That was when all that was going on. So the attempt was made, and what they say happened, right? With the third party cooperation for him. They got the document in the paperwork with the Tammy chick where she's saying that she was third party cooperating to get him a time cut. But she ended up having sex with the F-Fed dude.
So that's
which got
out then.
Cuffy convicted, but then they took the time cut off the
I
table.
mean, with something like that, don't they got to throw everything
Yeah,
out?
that's out. That's
'cause
out.
It was a whole lot of work. So when
That's a
they're
huge
saying,
conflict of
when they're
interest.
saying she's working for you to line him up to get the time cut, and this is your man, right?
How do you know all this, Wack?
Paperwork. They sent it to
Fuck do
me.
you know all this?
They sent me everything.
An avid reader, right?
They sent it to me, right? So he got and if you go to Cam Capone's interview, Cuffy's live talking about it, the guy that's in the feds right now.
Right.
And that was his man. Like they was, they said when the Meech Cuffy connection came, right? Cuffy is what took Meech to that next level. Right?
I wonder if they're gonna tell all of this in the show.
No,
And this is why
hell
it be,
no.
but
you
that's
don't think they're
why.
gonna get to? I mean, season 5,
That's why
6.
Blue Da Vinci and Cuffy need to come together and do their show.
But they ain't gonna have. They don't got 50. They gonna need somebody to get
That
them
ain't
in there.
And that's one thing I would say is like the idea of Boosie having his own platform, sure. But I do feel like there's a reason why Vlad TV has been so successful, and there's something about
Because he's white.
that's part of it. Okay, sure. But like you need somebody with a real business mind. We've seen a lot of people try to create.
But Boosie is a great businessman.
But also Boosie on his own platform, all those mixy ass questions that Vlad, part of their agreement is basically like, listen, I know you don't want to talk about this, but let me get 4 or 5 minutes of you talking about this because the clip's gonna get 1 million views.
All he has
Boosie's
to do is
just
get
gonna turn it all
some
down.
great producers.
Yeah, it's possible.
Question.
Possible, for sure.
Because he been on me. Vlad is saying how great friends you guys were. He
Back
told
in
me
the
what he
day.
thinks he did, right?
Yeah.
And he wants to know, can I get you two on the three-way? Because he wants to talk about it.
What was the fault?
He had a problem with me.
No, he's telling me, no. He's telling me, Wack, that was my guy. This happened, I think this happened, I might have said this. And when he got to a situation,
I mean,
that
it's
he just wants to know, Wack, can you get
I
me?
I ain't got no problem with nobody. Just like you said earlier, I don't have a problem with nobody.
He
was waving the Nick Cannon flag real
Wait, what time was this? Was this after the Farrakhan
when
thing?
he got to a
like during when
situation.
I got canceled.
Okay.
the cancellation.
And
Yeah.
he somebody you think is your man that's gonna hold you down.
I
is
jumped
doing,
out the window.
and doing interviews against you. I'm like,
Oh, okay.
and during that time, I just started paying attention to everybody. And there was some people that held me there. Some people didn't say shit, which I respect that. And then some people spoke out against me, and I was like, "Yo,
It's like you getting into
you
something.
didn't have to say
That's like you
shit."
getting into something,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And
Right.
you look up and you see me running the content against you. You like, yo, what?
You're
what
on
you
Piers
doing?
Morgan, like, well, see the thing about Adam.
Like when the whole world's already shooting at me, and it's like Don Lemon got
That's
at me.
one of the hardest
And I was
things to
like,
get
"You supposed
over."
Be my man.
Oh, Don Lemon went in too.
Went crazy on me, like
Really?
everybody, because it was the biggest story of that
Let me
week.
ask you though, Nick.
That was a big
because you
thing.
were you've always been so massively successful and all that.
Yeah.
Was there a moment during all that where you were kind of like, I don't know if I'm gonna come back from this,
Not
or did you
really.
kind of always knew? Like,
I went to a spiritual place because I was like, look, I know I'm a good person. I know I wasn't trying to talk hate speech or be anti-Semitic or any of that stuff. So I was like, I know I'm gonna have to just be me, and it's gonna play itself out. Like now, I literally have a podcast with the CEO of the ADL. Like,
Right,
like
right,
it's
right.
just like knowing. I probably do like have done more research specifically on the subject because I was really trying to understand. Like, yo, what the is going on and all of the conspiracy theories and all that shit. So I went to work. You know what I
Right.
mean? I literally even created like council culture and all of that stuff. It was like cancel culture. We gonna counsel. We was having meetings and all of this shit.
Bars.
And then it's actually paid off for me in that sense of like being a good person. But they tried, like everybody tried to disassociate themselves with me, and literally they tried to take all my shows away. They tried to take all
kind
that
of
shit.
stuff.
It was like,
But
Not Wack.
that same
I jumped out the window.
That
Yeah,
same
like-
playbook that they ran on you, though, I
Yeah.
feel like is way less effective now because now you have Aiden Ross, the biggest streamer in the world platforming Nick Fuentes and nobody has shit to say about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, all that shit means nothing. Just like they was tripping on you for interviewing those dudes.
Yep.
It's the same. But honestly, as a part Jew, me, Frack, and Kosher Dills co-sign Nick Cannon.
they have my
and
back.
we don't give a fuck. You feel me? So the Jews are right. Josh Manheim, Jew, wherever he at. But throw him in the mix.
But
yeah.
that's the thing, like at the end of the day, that's the beauty of cats like us, that when you just live your life out in the open and you don't stop, you can't be canceled. Because unless you on some shit, like, and your karma gets on trial,
But,
then you destroy yourself. But if you really just a good person, we all gonna say some dumb shit that everybody don't agree with at some point. We all gonna do some shit.
The media landscape in which that happened to you was pre-Kanye. And I
Yeah.
feel like in comparison to what we all saw Kanye do, what you did seems so fucking quaint. Because it's like, oh yeah, I had a conversation with Professor Griff, whatever. But it's like, at a certain point, like it shouldn't be, oh, Nick Cannon is a irredeemable racist. We need to take away his livelihood. It should be like, yo, Nick, we got some Jewish guys. You got to hear their side of things.
Right.
That's
It's
their
that-
response.
it's that
like, yo, we
simple.
don't fuck with the person
Yeah.
you just interviewed, but here, we got our 3 best rabbis. Talk to them.
yeah, and that's
Yeah.
what really ended up popping off. But
Right.
like you said, like,
Professor Griff, modest Yahoo.
yeah.
Yo, nobody is more Jew-pilled than Modest Yahoo. That motherfucker going to war
But here
on
goes-
Vlad.
but see,
That
here
shit
goes
blew
the-
my mind.
But here goes the cold thing, right? Everybody else, the way they feel about what they stand for and what they represent is not a problem. They say it and it's an applaud. Anytime any of our people of statue says something, is cancel them, silence them,
Right.
get them out the way, right? Yo, that's his opinion.
Yeah.
He's very educated. I think at one time, what the hell was you flying back to every week? Harvard or some shit?
Howard.
Howard.
I went and got
He
my
was-
degree at
he was
Howard.
flying- I remember I told Chuck, dude, it's
2016
crazy.
2020.
HBCU
He's
shit.
flying back every week to go to school, right?
That's where my podcast was started at Howard, Cannon's class.
And at the end of the day, it's like anytime any of our people speak, why does it have to be looked at as a threat? They not saying, yo, grab the guns and run in the houses. They're speaking from their point of view, from their dealings, their lessons, their teachings, right, for who they are. But as soon as it's like, oh, this dude is on to something, or these people might start listening to him, right? It's cancel him. Take his finances, take his
And what that
companies.
does, it taps into the historic trauma of like we wasn't even allowed to read.
That's a fact. So now you're not allowed to speak.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, oh, what, you got information?
Right,
What?
right, right.
Like, get rid of that guy. So it makes you feel like, oh shit, damned if I do, damned if I don't. Even if I'm trying to actually educate myself in this space, y'all don't even want me to know the fucking real truth.
And
You still
just
do Cannon's class?
Yeah.
I need to
We just
go-
did the shit with Dr. Umar.
No,
Just
I
dropped
need to
it.
set
That's
you up
crazy.
with Captain Tazariak.
Let's do it.
He's a UPK Israel Hebrew Israelite. I need to set you up.
Did you and
gonna really
Dr.
enjoy
Umar
talking to him.
speak about bunny hopping?
Oh, did we?
Because do you have any white baby mamas? I don't even know.
I do, yeah, I got
okay.
it. Yeah.
And how does he feel about
Oh
that?
yeah, what do you say?
We've had. You got to watch the show.
I'm
We
sure
had-
it got contentious.
we-
Yeah.
Check it
we
out,
got-
Cannon's
we
class.
got
Check it
into
out.
now what I want to know is Dr. Umar, does he consider like Mariah Carey? What race
No, he
would
considers Mariah Carey black. We had
Okay.
that conversation.
So I was very curious
Yeah,
about
he's
that.
like,
Is her
she's
dad
young.
black?
Okay.
Yeah, her dad's black.
Yeah, so yeah, that's how the Israelites are. Your dad is
Oh,
black.
it's whatever
you
your
black.
dad is?
Yeah.
Or the
Okay.
12 tribes of something.
Which is so weird because Jewish people, it's whatever your mom is.
All right.
Yeah.
It's
They're
kinda-
the opposite.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
weird.
With me, if anybody's a Negro, you're black.
Right.
That's it. Mama, daddy, you got a drop of it in you, you're black.
What if you come out albino?
That's cool. You're
Okay.
albino black.
You're rock
Shout
roll.
out to Sir Major.
Yeah, Crondon's definitely black. You feel me? Like
You know Sir Major, the guy they just convicted for the Black Lives Matter.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. I know he been calling me. He got to turn himself in. We should interview him.
Oh,
that'd be crazy.
so,
He was,
yeah.
you know, they said he stole the Black Lives Matter money and used the Black Lives Matter card to buy some coochie. That's how they
Damn,
got
really?
it. The feds was actually sending him the money.
I would have done the same thing if
That's
I
an
could.
awful lot of
Nevertheless,
Gucci.
young Nick got to go. I got to
Yeah,
make sure you
I
get
gotta
to where
go
you
do
going.
some corporate mainstream
Love.
white people shit.
Yo, thank you so much.
Appreciate
man.
it.
Good to have
I'm
you.
chopping it up.
No doubt.
Text me some updates. Let me know what Walmart
I
talking
got
about.
you. I got you. And we got to plug into
And
it.
thank
Let's
you
do
for
it.
putting on Conceited, Charlie Clips, Arsenal, Frack, Kosher Dills, My Verse. The list goes on.
All in
All
all.
the homies. Arsenal.
And a whole lot of huge comedians.
And,
Yeah, we got some new shit.
Kevin
But
Hart,
on
Cat
behalf
Williams.
of Battle Rap, I had to get that
Got
off.
you.
Love.
Yeah, yeah.
Love.
Hey,
Appreciate
shout
you.
out to San Diego. I just went to the zoo for the first time.
There
Shout
it
out
is.
to
Dago, Southeast.
Shout out
Dago.
Legoland.
Love. Mitchie
We
Slick.
got
there,
to
too.
give him the Southeast.
Call
Okay.
Dago.
Got you.
Call Dago.
Call Dago.
Call
All right, y'all.
Dago. All right, bro.
Appreciate
Love
you.
you.
Later, guys. Wow, that was fun. That was intense. Energy.
I mean, you know
flying.
that you know one thing I tell people, and it's crazy. What I like most about working with Adam is the spontaneous. It don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
I hit Adam, yo, Nick coming. Okay, cool, gear up, Nick Lush.
Let's go.
We didn't have no huddle.
No.
We just came
Nick
in
on
here.
Nick violence.
But no, we just came in here and got it going. So now, I just met Lush today.
Allegedly.
Well, no, just meeting him
He
to know,
actually processed
who he
it.
is.
Yeah,
To
That's
know
okay.
who he is,
We
right?
know what that's like. Yeah.
So, I think you're a cool dude.
Vice
and
versa.
I think in the cipher, I went Adam, Lush, Flacco.
Ooh, okay.
I'm not mad at that
I
assessment.
went Adam, Lush, Flacco. I thought your verse was dope. I didn't
you.
know you used to rap.
Yeah, thank you.
I
Still
didn't know you used
raps.
to rap.
I'll be writing for other artists, all that, rapping, all that. You feel me? Yeah, you got some credits.
He's one of the foremost hip hop historians that I know.
So wait, let me get it right. Because I'm trying to remember, right? Lush was here first and then left and came back.
Left is a nice
This
way of saying
motherfucker
it. Sure,
fired
yeah.
me.
So you're the one leaked that AD was getting fired.
Correct.
Or the show.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you're the one that said that AD was fucking on my bitch.
Oh,
Not even
remember
half
that?
a bitch,
Oh
yeah.
my god, that was a crazy time.
Oh,
you just,
what
you
did I
pulled
say?
that narrative out of thin air. You just were saying like, I think Lush is just mad at AD because AD was fucking his girl or whatever.
He said that he told AD to f my bitch, and that.
So you wasn't claiming her? You didn't claim her?
You just pulled this shit out of your ass.
I wasn't fucking anybody.
You didn't claim
Wow.
her?
Trap Lord Ross, come on, let's
Come
get him
on,
in here.
Ross.
Oh my god, look at this. Oh,
He's been looking for me.
A big on,
my guy.
This guy's been, is that the guy? He's been looking for me.
He's in here with a whole. He got TI guns here, bro. He has so many blicks here today.
I got a whole arsenal out there, man.
You got a hard, where you from, man?
I'm from London, man.
London. Okay, I love London. I
We
fuck
got
with London.
we got the muskets out there.
I fuck with London. They got the zombie knives.
The zombie knives are crazy.
We did a little review of
the
those the other
zombie
day.
killer
Crazy.
knives, the ZK knives are nuts.
Yeah, shout out to my man Jay London, man. He always shows me around the
I
city.
might have
and
to
town.
order
on,
some of
man.
those.
Keeps
Those
me
things are
straight.
cool, yeah.
Yeah, they've just banned them
No,
in
you
the UK,
can't
so you
get
can't even
caught
have
with
those
that.
now.
Your ass going to jail.
Here too?
Well, no, out there you going to jail.
Yeah, you'll get at
Yeah,
least
yeah.
6 months just for having it.
I'm not going there with it.
You know, out there the cops don't have guns. They got to call a gun truck.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
That's different. That's different. But that makes them so much more proficient with knives. And I'll bring up once again one of my favorite statistics about Glasgow, Scotland. The highest stab to kill ratio of any fucking
No,
city in the world.
wait, that is Scotland.
If you get
wait, no,
Glasgow,
that is
Scotland,
Scotland, but they
yes.
under UK.
Correct.
They don't play up there.
No.
They serious.
It's
They with their
wild up
knives.
in Scotland.
and that's kind of like Ireland a little bit still. They kind of like, I don't think it's the pound up there. It's the euro.
Yeah, dude, I don't. Do they have power? What's up with Brexit?
The euro
Man,
is
Irish
all of-
might
politics
be
is
the pound.
complicated.
Yeah,
Irish
yeah,
politics.
yeah.
It might take me a while. I've got to break down the Troubles, Northern
No,
Ireland versus
Glasgow,
Southern
listen.
Ireland.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
tell you,
I'll break it down.
they will kill you over the wrong soccer team.
Oh, they're
Hey.
not playing. Yeah,
I remember one day game came out and he didn't know what side, like East or West, so he had both jerseys on. So he like, I'm gonna roll the dice. This is the one. He came out, they started throwing shit, everything. He took the jersey off. They went crazy. The game. They call him the game out there, right?
Right.
So
The game.
But it's serious out there.
That's like wearing the wrong hat out here, right?
Yeah.
I've been trying to learn about the
No,
hats.
that's-
I
there
bought
you
a couple
have
of hats and I was like, I don't fucking wear these, you know. I
you
got
have
to decode this whole thing.
Did you buy your S-bomb and your H-crown?
Oh, you know what? I don't want to claim any particular affiliations, but I got a couple hats in the wardrobe.
Yo,
that I'm
you
too
got
scared
some
to
real
wear.
Coke bottles. They're near, far. What the f*** are those?
Yo, those
for?
are crazy.
I can't see anything. I'm super blind. You want to try these on?
Yeah, let me see. Give me some Coke bottles.
Oh hell no.
It's bad, man. I can't see shit right now. You're looking sophisticated, though. You're looking like Professor Wack.
Wack
I feel like dude on Harlem
Wack,
Nights.
that's hard.
Red Fox. I feel like Red Fox on Harlem Nights. God damn. I can't fight nobody. I think
It's
he's right
terrible.
there.
No, I'm done for. You know what? I always worry, man.
Jeez.
Fortunately, I've never really been in trouble with the law, but I worry if I go to jail and I lose these, it's game over for me.
No, they got to give you something.
Yeah,
They
How does
actually
this
give me
picture
some.
make you feel?
Because that's Lena. She's cool. Like I know her.
The picture of you and her.
It's the backdrop that does it. The
I
backdrop
know
of
what
there's a lot of unspoken
Adam,
communication there.
If I was you, I'd be shook, dog.
I'm a little intimidated.
I see vibes.
She loves a smart guy.
There's vibes being thrown right
Hey,
there.
listen.
Well, we went to a party the other day. The girls were loving him. He
Yeah.
said he felt a little intimidated, but to me,
I wasn't ready for those porn star chicks, man.
They was on you?
That was a difficulty level a little above my playing.
it's not as difficult as you think.
Hey, but how
They're
many?
open-minded.
How many bitches said to you, "I love your accent"?
Bro, the accent's crazy. What they love the accent. They be trying to do the accent. It's trash. Can't do it. None of you can do it.
And
But then
you
he
know
starts
what?
doing a Valley Girl accent, and they're all like, "Oh my
His
god, it's
accent-
us."
Like, whatever, you know. We're
He
just like
doesn't
at the
even
porno
have
party.
a strong London accent.
Wait, buzz it out again.
Like we're just chilling at the porno party and just smoking a doobie and just eating some, you know, saying.
God damn.
Me and him again in the studio this weekend. We're making a bang.
And so
Making
are
it.
me,
You ever
me,
get a
you
rap
and
song?
Flacco. I don't know
I
if
got
you
a
know
couple
yet.
rap songs. Yeah,
He's
I got
gonna
a
leave
couple.
this
I don't know.
place
I'm
with a
hopping
whole-
on that joint where you and
You
Flacco.
jumping on?
Yeah,
We got
yeah,
a whole bunch.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we got a whole bunch.
You're gonna leave here with a whole tape.
Bro, I'm trying to turn it up for No Jumper, man. Because you're killing it with the rap.
The Big Sad video has
boy,
just.
doing it.
I didn't show you yet, but it's ready to drop. Yeah.
Young cameo in there.
Oh
You know
my
what I'm saying?
god, drinking the Waukesha.
A strong cameo. That by the way, I'm glad that the Waukesha was muddy because like I'm glad that you actually like posed for real.
I didn't have anything to do with it. That was all
Yo,
Big Sad's creation.
Whatever
Yo,
was
what's up with,
was posed.
I talked to G-Face today.
Which one?
The one that leaked the Smack video
Okay.
to Brick Baby.
So not Armenian.
Huh?
Not the Armenian G-Face.
No, the real G-Face from
G-Face.
5-1
Okay,
truck.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he leaked. Did y'all talk about that or something?
We sure did.
Wait, why? What was his motivation to leak that to Brick Baby?
That's
Isn't he?
his relative.
But isn't he? He's from the same place as
No.
Smack, right? Or
Yeah,
no?
they from the same neighborhood.
But don't get along.
But Brick is his relative, but then they both like Hoovers, and then the 60s don't get along with Hoovers, but that's his family, so I guess he leaked it.
And Troubles and Hoopers are basically like they all like
Troubles and
together.
Hoovers are together,
Basically
but
the same
the
shit, yeah.
60s don't get
Top
along with
ops,
Hoovers.
top
I need a
So-
chart for that
so
that explanation. I'm gonna be
G-Face and
real.
Smack are both 5-1 Trouble, which is like Hoover.
Right.
Yeah.
Brick Baby is G-Face's relative, but Brick Baby's from 6-0, and they don't get along at all. But nevertheless, he leaked it.
He had more allegiance to his actual blood relative than he did his fellow.
Shout out to the Damoon.
And
See,
I
the
didn't-
blood did it.
I didn't think Smack was gonna be that troubled over that. No pun intended. But then the next day they canceled their podcast. So like 24 hours later, apparently he wasn't able to get on camera. Maybe if that was the reason.
Yeah, to be fair, we don't know if there's a correlation between that or that, but
Well, I think we're all looking forward to hearing them from it. It's always kind of weird when like some shit comes out and like you want to see what people are gonna say, and you have to wait a little while. Like for instance, I just exposed the Drake thing to Sharp for the first time.
Yo, I talked to Sharp.
What'd he say?
I talked to Sharp.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you what Sharp said, because like I'm like, look, Sharp, I went in there to Adam, and you know it, before we last week and had a conversation with you. He said this is where Adam is bullshit.
Okay.
He said I asked Adam several times to check with Drake to make sure he was speaking about me.
He did.
yeah, he said that.
Okay.
He did,
then he
yeah.
says Adam, I guess, doesn't check or leads him to believe he did check. I forgot which one. But now all of a sudden, since y'all like beefing, now all of a sudden you want to check.
I didn't want to check before because I knew with utmost certainty that there was absolutely no way that Drake was talking about him. And I knew that by me asking Drake, it would make me kind of look like a J-Cat. And so
Nevertheless,
totally
I
would've.
only did it
I would've
once
blocked you.
Sharp went on multiple rants on his stream about how I was somehow a fucked up person for not confirming or denying this. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I had sent Drake 2 different DMs prior to this DM that he did not open. Sent him the cipher. Didn't open it. It's okay. You're a famous musician. You don't have to entertain my fake rap career. What was the other thing I sent? I forget. Oh, I tagged him in a screenshot of me in Top 5 on FaceTime. Didn't respond to that. That's cool. You don't have to acknowledge every time I mention someone from Canada, which I did tag him in. But he responded to the Drake thing, or to the Sharp thing, almost immediately and told me exactly what I had already been thinking. But he brought up a good point, which I don't know if many people really acknowledge. But in the middle of a moment like that, where Drake is going to war with Kendrick Lamar, the most accomplished rapper that he's ever had to do battle with, why the fuck would he be thinking about or shouting out Sharp?
See, you doing some bitch ass nigga shit right
No,
now.
I'm doing the most
Because
obvious
see, you didn't do none of
analysis
this
possible.
when Sharp was up here under your umbrella.
Yeah, because I was trying to help him.
Nevertheless,
I was trying to protect him
listen,
from
I
the
tried
world.
to speak for Sharp last week. I told him today. This convo needs to be had. You need to speak for you. I tried it already. He said, I know. He said, we will, but am I wrong for wanting him, Adam, to reach out? I said, who, Adam? He said, yes. I said, I told him it needs to be a combo, and Sharp said, Wack, I agree 1,000%.
So did he say all this before I sent it to Drake and got the reaction?
This is yesterday.
At 10:35 p.m. Okay.
At 10:35 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay,
This
so
is
it's
yesterday.
after.
So it's after. He already knew. He had already thrown the
So he
pictures in
already
the
knew.
garbage can or in the toilet.
The
Yeah.
mural was looking
I'm
nice, to be
trying
honest.
look, most
Told
people
that
would
for
be
him.
antagonizing it, trying to keep it going.
Right.
I hate to see a family break. You understand what I'm saying? And he was here for a long time.
Yeah.
So I think the last attempt is to have the conversation. I told Sharp, listen, all that charging and all that, nah. First of all, this is personal for you. I think you need to try to fix it if it can be fixed. And, you know, the viewers, they want to see the content. So will you sit down with Sharp?
Of course. I
and
was trying to
me,
do
you, and
that
Sharp?
like 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
All right, so Sharp, we're going to put it together. There it is.
Should have been happened a long ass time ago.
Yeah, because he was like, Adam, you got a gang member like Wack speaking on pimping. And I'm like, listen, I'm just saying what damn homie said. I don't know nothing about a trophy. She been said it. He said, you shouldn't have reread it. We don't know what is real. I said, nah, I'm into some shit because of the white guy. But that's my partner.
You're from 2 Ps.
Yeah.
He's a P. And
A whole lot of
Say
pen
it.
going on.
and I'm not gonna do it.
Say it. You could have.
No, now listen.
That was mature, Adam. That was
Loose
mature.
cannon.
I'm just gonna let the comment section do it. Yeah.
was
Loose
mature.
cannon is very, very overprotective for me.
Okay. I seen him dressed up like Brick Baby this morning.
He said, with your teeth?
That was funny.
That was funny.
That's funny.
That was funny.
He said, Lush needs to be content. I'm coming to no jumper. I said, Neff, you can't do that. Wow.
Wait. How's he gonna turn him into content?
Hold on. I swear to God. I said, yeah, he's coming up there today. He said, listen, he need to be content. So he sends me a clip. He's up there with the dude you had robbed, right?
Comparator?
There you go. Compa's telling him, say Wack. He said, I ain't got no issue with Wack.
You want me to play the clip? I got it on my phone.
Right? But
right,
then
right
at the
here.
end,
I was gonna not
you
bring it up.
said it.
I did. You could tell I didn't
You
want to
say it
fucking
in, like, the
say that
goofiest
shit.
So
way.
I'm wondering
You
why
know I didn't want to say
you
that
don't
shit.
seem like the type of guy to get pressed.
Nah.
You don't seem like that because I heard you was willing to squabble somebody up here or whatever. I've seen one time.
It's
you was like-
happened.
right, listen. Why did you let him press you?
It was more like, you know what? Like, I was just trying to, this is my friend. I know
He's
that
not
Wack
your
said-
friend. You know why he's not your friend? Because he would have never tried to put you in the middle of that.
Also,
Yeah.
he was relying on him for cocaine at the time.
No, I could have got my own cocaine. Like,
You do cocaine?
I've done it before.
For many years, every day, all day.
I like the way it smells. Like,
I don't do
I like the
cocaine.
way it smells.
My
Like,
only
it's,
cocaine is R&B. I know that's other than that. I was
Your cocaine age, we could have, we could party, Wack.
Hey, but
Like,
I'm
Yo,
gonna tell
yo,
you
whoa,
this. See, last time that was said on the podcast, some weird shit happened and he got arrested.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, no
Puffy
party.
with the Fabulous. We could party.
yeah,
You know?
I didn't mean it like that. I just
But
meant,
you better watch out because that fentanyl is crazy.
Yeah, no,
I
I
tell
know.
people that doing drugs today is like Russian roulette because you can be doing your proper amount. They get you your regular normal high, but if that is in there, you might check out.
Counterpoint. I love roulette.
Russian roulette?
I mean, all variations I think are pretty fun.
you ain't never played no Russian roulette though, for real. That's
Hell no. What the f?
what I'm
I'm
saying.
trying to live.
Boom!
If I'm gonna die, they gotta come kill me.
Yo,
I'm hanging on to the
We-
last
so listen,
breath.
Russian roulette, but it's all coke lines and one has fentanyl.
Oh, that's hard. That's
Oh,
hard.
that's crazy.
I'm down.
You know what? What?
I mean, like, if the
You would do that?
I mean, shit. What time is it? I don't know.
You would do it?
He certainly sought out Fetty perks
So
in his
what if
life.
I've taken drugs.
What if it was a $10 million bag
Oh,
for the one that gets the fentanyl line?
Trying to get the fent
I
line,
hope I
really.
get the line
Trying to get the fent line, for sure.
Just for the family?
for the family.
Okay,
even
but
if I die.
when you start talking about something like that, it's like at a certain point. Okay, let's say every time you get on a plane, there's like a 0.01 chance you're gonna
Yeah,
die. So you got to keep in mind, like, yeah,
not with that fentanyl.
maybe
If it's
there's a
in there, it's gonna
risk
get
with
you.
doing coke that it might have fentanyl, but it's such a small risk that fuck it. And honestly, if you can't thug it out through a little bit of fentanyl, then what the fuck are you really doing?
Nah,
like-
y'all crazy. Yo, kids, do not do
Yeah,
drugs.
kids,
Stay
I'm being
away from
sarcastic.
fentanyl.
Adults,
Don't.
it is what it is.
Hey, when I
Cocaine's
had
not
my
good.
appendix out, they gave me the official fent in the hospital. She was,
yeah.
She was
Oh, there you
slapping.
go. When my girl
They was
was
having
having
the
the
fent.
baby.
I was
Like a
like,
painkiller?
yo, the fent.
Is that
Yeah.
what killed Michael Jackson? I think was
Nah,
that what they
That
were
was- he was on
Pre-fent,
some shit.
right?
Pro-hypnol or like
Some other shit?
He was on hella shit.
I forget the
No,
name
but
of it.
what's the thing that they give you when you go into labor?
Like
epidural.
That's
Epidural.
a shot. That's a shot in your spine.
But isn't that basically fentanyl too?
I don't know.
I've
never went into labor.
My girl had a crazy allergic reaction to that shit. She had like fucking Africa on her back, like a big weird, like I don't even know. Like
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
What do you mean Africa on her back? What are you talking about?
She started to get like a weird, like not a growth, but like it was
like a rash.
It looked like Africa. It was like a big rash on her back. It was
like there was a shape of
I
Africa.
think it might have been a tattoo that she had removed back in the day.
There was a shape of Africa.
It looked like Africa.
The shape of it.
I pointed that out. She didn't think it was
Or
funny.
was it black?
No, well, no, it was like slightly darker than her skin color.
So you're calling Africa because of the coloration being dark.
No, it was just shaped like Africa.
So it was
As
a
I
shape.
recall, I could try to find the photo
Gotcha.
for you. Yeah.
Gotcha. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Okay.
Fentanyl, yeah.
We on the road here.
We killing it.
We on the road here.
We got around. So
Hey man, your friend, you from the UK? Yeah. You look like a black London guy. Everything about you look London black.
London, really?
Yeah, for real. I can tell. You know, y'all got a different posture, swag. I said, I bet when that dude talks, he's from the UK.
The wrong outfit today, man. I didn't know you were going to be here.
He's a proper road man.
Nah, it's
Yeah,
cool.
he got the wrong outfit. He
Shout
was
out to
getting
Baki
pressed
Way.
outside, man, by the...
Nick Cannon had a New York hat on. We managed to not talk about that.
What's wrong with this? That's Nick Cannon. He do whatever he want to do.
Yeah, but like LA podcasters
That's
are so
Nick.
lame and boring that normally it'd be like, well, you gotta be careful where
I don't
That's
think anyone
Nick
would say something to
Cannon.
Nick Cannon.
Yo,
Or
Nick, I
Yankees
swear to
hat.
God, if you get into it with Nick, bro, he don't even got to say nothing. If people hear all sides, everybody loves Nick, bro. I swear to God.
No, facts, yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody. You seen how easy it was when I was up there. Yo, hold on. You know, Adam, come through. Wasn't no bullshit. Not, hey, man, I'm not ready. Pull up. Everybody loves Nick. Anything he can do for anybody and everybody, he does all sides. So it is not smart to get into it or have an issue with Nick Cannon.
He come with the good vibes too. Like you said, you kind of got to be a jerk if you don't get along with Nick Cannon. Like, just something like.
No, definitely.
dapped up Nick Cannon, man. That was a good moment. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Wasn't expecting that.
He's a legend.
Man, legendary.
I wanted to tell him about the fact that there's a black woman in my life. And a few years back, when he first put out his diss song towards Eminem, it caused some friction in my life.
Did it?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Because I was watching it, and if you recall, Nick Cannon sampled the old Eminem racist tapes from his childhood, in which I believe Nick Cannon sampled it and made the chorus Eminem saying, "Black girls are stupid, black girls are dumb," which Eminem did say on that, but Nick Cannon looped it and made it the chorus on the song. I'm sitting back.
The song's called "Foolish Pride." You can look at it.
I'm laughing because obviously it's pretty funny that Nick Cannon used this as the hook on his song as a way to diss him, and this woman was. She's such an Eminem fan. She was so upset about it that she was crying. And I had to go out and like console her and say, it was a long time ago. Eminem is not like that anymore. Like this was a part of his childhood, his past. And I wanted to tell him about that, but it felt like it would have been a little bit too much to try to get across in that moment.
Yeah, that's like some layers right there. But it just goes to show Nick Cannon went fucking toe to toe with Eminem. That's a rapper that everybody in the industry's scared. You feel me? Like before he wound up making his diss track, Game himself used to be like, "I'll never diss Eminem."
Yeah, hell no,
That's
man.
the one rapper. Before he
Eminem-
made his diss track, everybody was shook of Eminem. But Nick Cannon, of all people, was like, "Fucking, I'm dissing, bro."
I think Game could battle anybody in battle rap.
He's a great. He is someone that's suited for that.
And if you respond to him, it's a problem.
Although Mariah Carey did body Eminem, like let's be real, "Obsessed with Me" was a way harder song than any.
She was clout chasing, let's be real.
That was
Come
a
on,
great
Mariah's
song.
clout chasing. Get,
On
Yeah.
Eminem, he's way bigger than her.
get the, your dumbass.
I don't
mind.
know about that.
Take her Christmas
Yeah,
shit
you're
out
dumb.
the
I ain't
picture.
no taking
We
nothing.
can't.
The Christmas
Yeah.
thing
Leave
is
y'all
bigger.
take
The Christmas
dumbass
thing out
mind.
there
What
is
are you
what it
talking
is.
about? It is what it is. That's like saying take plug talk off the table when it comes to Adam.
Yeah.
That's part of you. It's part of your
Okay,
makeup.
you're right. But I'm going Eminem over Mariah
What's
Carey.
up,
I still
my
go
nigga?
Eminem.
Overall, yeah, you're right.
What's
but
up, nigga dog?
How dare you? Yo, if he bites you,
don't
he's
care.
never bit
He has
anyone
no
ever.
capacity to bite a human being.
No, he's the
Look,
softest dog
yeah,
in the history
he's
of
cool.
America.
Ralphie ain't biting.
Boy, he better not get caught over there in Hades. You heard what my man said.
We're
he
actually
said
planning a trip to Springfield, Ohio.
it. Yeah, don't take him.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on him.
Looking tasty.
You
That's a
believe-
good
you
day.
believe
That's a
that
good
shit,
day.
Wack, or
That's a
what?
good
Bro,
dinner.
I did it. And on live, I called my Haitian guy, my
Yeah,
security
he
guy in
confirmed. He goes,
Florida.
"Hell yeah, we
I
eat
said,
dogs."
yo, Chloe, this is, he was like, hell yeah, boy, that dog and cat walking around the house and we hungry, he getting ate. I was like, oh my God. I didn't think he was going to say that.
Yeah.
I didn't believe it.
I'm shocked.
I called him in the blind and he said it.
Sometimes you got to eat a dog. Sometimes you got to eat a cat. Sometimes you got to import 20,000 immigrants
But
to
you
do
know
it for
what's
you.
crazy though? Growing up, we're trained and we say over here it's okay to eat, cows, and pigs, and chickens, right? So if you got another region that says, okay, it's okay to eat rat or cat or dog, they're raised on it. It's normal for them.
If you go
Right
out
to
and-
us, we like with the places they eat snake like
Look,
it's motherfucking.
if you go out and get a dog and raise it and then eat it, like I'm not even going to take issue with that because it is what it is. How
I
is it any
raise
different than
chickens.
another animal? But if you're going to go steal my dog and eat it, now we've got a problem.
Bro, okay, I can see what you're saying. People used to steal chickens and eat them.
Yeah, I think the stealing is the main problem, right?
So you're cool with the you're cool with the eating of the dog. It's just you stole somebody else's dog.
If you want to raise dogs so that you can eat them, by all means, go right ahead. But if you're going to steal people's dogs, now we have a problem.
No, but that's a fact. And also what Wack said is really true because go to India, you're not even allowed to eat cows. Like it's completely.
See what I'm saying?
See, yeah, it's
They
Different
worship
parts of
cows.
the world, it was one part where like snake was just like snake shish kebab, snake tacos, and I'm like, oh man, but we wasn't raised on that.
I ate
get
a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying?
insects in Asia.
Yeah, that I seen the whole process of how they do the rats. It was crazy. They went in the field, then they had this big old thing. You go fishing that big old metal net thing. It
Rats?
was all full of rats. They backed them up and they took them over. They weighed them, right? They sold them. Then they took them to the city, sold them to the restaurants. They drowned them. That's how they kill them. They pinned them, boom, 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 bust them down, and the people were waiting. Like it wasn't a secret. But to them and their culture, it's normal. I guess it's a taste for it.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
That's like literally like the Mick Rat combo. Like they know what they're getting into type
Think
thing.
about
like,
soul food. Chitlins is pig intestines.
Here's the thing:
Pig feet,
no matter how much
pig
you
ears.
domesticate a squirrel or a cow or whatever, they're just never gonna have the personality of a cat or a dog. Like to me, it makes a lot of sense why we chose
No,
to
yeah,
domesticate
yeah.
one and eat the other.
well, also,
Got you.
but the other animals, squirrels, they don't have enough meat. Like, what the you gonna eat?
And
in
that's
a
what I
rat?
think about cats
Like,
and dogs
that's
too. It's
true.
like it doesn't look like there's that much to eat on this dude.
Yeah,
They'll
it's like
bust his
leaner.
ass down. They'll bust his ass down like a penitentiary spread. That's a fact. They will, from what they say, them dogs, listen, if the people having problem eating, the dogs ain't getting fed all that well either. So whatever's on that dog, they making it do.
Can I ask you a question?
What up?
You ever had sex with a woman who had a oversized clitoris?
What do you mean? Like a healthy fat clit?
Like 2 to 3 times bigger than the average
Like
clitoris.
look like a thumb?
Like a baby.
No, you know what I would think? I would think she was a hermaphrodite. I wouldn't
But
fuck
what
with
if
her.
everything else about her said hot woman?
But she has a dick.
I encountered one recently that I was like, wow, that's the most prominent clitoris I've probably ever
You
dealt
know
with.
what?
I wasn't mad at it. I was giving it a lick.
Yeah, you know what? If it's somebody I was getting to know and I'd started to like, and I knew she was a woman, I probably wouldn't trip.
Yeah, I wasn't tripping.
I love you and your long ass clip, baby. You don't even trip.
I was just impressed. It caused me to do a little Googling. Like, is a clit a baby dick? Like, is it the same thing?
No,
And
no.
is that
It
true?
is.
Why would your mind go there?
Nah, but it
The
is.
minute
though.
my mind
It is.
got to thinking about, no, it's not.
As the human being develops, basically, like, boys and girls are kind of the same at one point, and then the clit sort of, like, emerges and becomes a dick for the boy, and it stays a different size for the girl.
That's crazy.
No, okay, well, I did hear that in the uterus. No, you can't say that. Because if you're a female, you have a uterus, you have a vagina, you can't say that.
But I
Because they
think-
was trying to say everybody has everybody starts off as a female.
But think about
That's
how
what
you're
they were trying to
developing.
say.
You're
Yeah,
this
they
big,
they do say
and
that.
you're growing, and it's like the vagina, the dick.
But
like
there's
it's
no
it's-
opening.
it's
We
all-
have scrotum sacs.
But at one point, maybe you don't.
And here's the weird thing: is the
You
opposite
said
of
just
the
drop out and it closes up.
And it's the
I don't
opposite
know.
of the Bible.
So you saying we're all bitch made?
I don't know exactly how it works.
Nah, we ain't go out.
we ain't bitch.
that's
What you
crazy.
think, bro?
I mean, I've never heard that before. That's crazy. I got to reassess my whole conception of what this whole thing is, man. So does that mean pussy is gay?
If it's a long ass clit, if the clit is like
If it was a
elongated,
dick once, it was a dick once. I'm with it. I'm with it, but it's
right. That's why me fucking a girl in the butt's not as gay. Damn near.
Yeah, no.
If we're going by this logic,
is that the same principle as to why, like, you know, the Jamaicans don't be going down there?
they don't. Yeah, they're avidly against.
Is it the clit? They
cunnilingus.
know about the clit.
I
so
think they're just
on top of it.
closed-minded. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, like, it used to be very common in hip-hop to talk about how you would never eat pussy. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's kind of, like, worn away as the years went on.
Shouts to DJ Quick's classic song from the Safe and Sound album called "I Don't Want to Eat It."
I'm going to be honest with you.
I remember that.
Eating
Wanna
pussy,
eat it.
Lloyd Banks. The only time I go in head first is in the swimming pool. But I will say,
It's fire.
opposition to eating pussy is a signal that you're dealing with a less evolved society.
I agree.
Rich, sophisticated people eat vaginas, and people who are living in squalor probably don't think to.
100%.
That's
Well, to take
interesting
it-
theory.
No, to take it a step further, rich people are way more liberal with their sexuality. They're
Yes.
gonna do way more freaky shit.
And even on the far end of the spectrum, you end up on
Diddy parties.
Jeffrey Epstein.
There you go.
To the point where your sexuality gets so freaky, it ends up going into the criminal dimension.
Correct.
You ever think of taking it to the criminal dimension?
No.
No, you just right on the saying.
I mean, maybe we could do some drugs.
You can do some little
I kind of like already outgrew that part of my
Drugs.
life, but that's probably the only criminal dimension that I would want to get into.
So the news is right. All of that baby oil was actually GHB. You heard this
Yeah,
one?
but do you
That's
believe
cap.
this?
We're
We
not
just
doing
talked
that.
about this
No,
Nick
We're not
Cannon.
doing that.
No?
The white people now crucifying Diddy on bogus BS.
But I
I
want to
think
know
this
if
is an
the-
upgrade. The GHB is kind of more lit than the baby oil.
The
It's actually
the
more.
fans have not confirmed that.
Nick
Okay.
Cannon.
Way tighter though.
They haven't.
GHB.
Like,
Wait,
they
why
throw
was
a
this Nick
narrative
Cannon?
out
I
there
meant
now.
Diddy.
10% of the world is going to believe it.
Diddy GHB.
Bro,
We
the
have
fans
any-
I'm
would have
trying to
been
get the
came out.
GHB massage for sure.
Okay,
That's lit.
well, I mean, Newsweek is reporting on it. That seems kind of official. Page 6. But it's all alleged.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But,
Alleged,
I mean,
alleged.
if
Yeah,
Newsweek
come on,
and
man.
Page
The
6
man
and the
already
Daily
up under
Mail and-
enough scrutiny.
I mean, that is...
Keep what's real on him real with the BS. Take it off.
I mean, if NBC is reporting on it, that does
Alleged.
make me
They
think
report
that
on
there's-
alleged.
Yeah, but still, I mean...
ain't no but still. It's alleged.
It's just one of the many lawsuits that are being brought to the table. This is the thing, though, is if you're going to bring a lawsuit to the table against somebody as big as Diddy, then you probably also want to have, like, viral clickbait. There's no reason to come out
No,
and be
that
like,
ain't cool.
oh,
Clickbaiting.
Diddy raped me. Oh,
That-
okay, add you to the 200 other women who are saying that. But Diddy raped me with GHB-laced baby oil. That's a title. You know. You
Yeah,
read some
but
titles.
no
I'm gonna get
proof
working on that
behind
straight
it.
away.
There's no
Hell yeah.
proof behind it, bro. When? 18 years ago.
What? I want to
Let's see though. Let's see. You know, let's see how this unfolds.
I
They
would
just,
love
bro, the
let's see
fans.
how
a
it unfolds.
Wack 100 3-hour documentary that exposes all of his criminal history.
I've considered it.
Well, I got it.
I've
You know, I
considered
got
it.
my whole rap sheet. And I have...
Not just the criminal history,
I have
but
some of the
the-
correctional officers I was locked up with, right? They could not be sitting on the motorcycle, said they still around. But,
You got any hats?
yeah. Yeah. What about a hat?
Never mind. Just gonna move
We'll
on.
be shopping in lids a
What about
lot.
a hat?
This is a new slang term.
Well, what-
A hat's a body.
Oh, that's... I don't... A
He's
hat
saying-
is a hat to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking you're talking about
He's
a
saying we
baseball
gonna
hat.
bring him his hat. You feel
Oh,
me?
yeah, we don't have them type of discussions. I don't ask you them type of
I'm actually
questions.
off camera. Yeah.
Listen,
Okay.
they just told me, I seen 2 weeks ago, the feds out on the plane went to the UK. They're investigating Diddy in the UK now.
Oh,
I don't know how
surprise
that's
me.
going to work.
Wouldn't surprise me. He's probably freaking off in the UK,
For
racking
sure
up
he
charges.
was.
No, they
He's
spent
finishing
a
a
lot
sentence in America and
he
he's gonna
spent
go
a
do
lot
more
of
time out
time out there.
there.
You know he's freaking in the UK.
100%. 100%. I don't even. They'd be chilling with gigs and that, you know.
Yeah, can I go to a Diddy party with Georgia Smith in London one time? Like,
that'd be
come
hard.
on,
I'd go to
fool.
that
like,
one.
No,
This
they
is what I
got
want
on
to-
the plane and
I'll
went
take
that
a
way.
Dell.
I'll take
Yeah, I'll
I'll
freak
take
off
a
with
Dell
the
to the
Dell.
D
For
party.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'll hit her with some GHB laced baby oil.
Come
Rolling
on, bro.
that
Y'all
deep, man.
got to stop doing that, bro.
Hey, here's the question, right? Now that Diddy's out of the game, who's carrying the flag for the best freak offs? Who's throwing the best freak offs
You hear
in the
Bow
city?
Wow bemoaning the
I
lack
know.
of freak
He's
offs?
like,
Yeah.
yo, the
No,
we
Bow
always had a
Wow
freak
How
off.
just
involved
said-
was he?
Yeah.
He's listen.
Because listen, Bow Wow has the status to get invited to the party after the party.
First of all, Bow Wow be on the jets with Diddy.
Yeah.
That's his partner.
But I'm just saying.
That's his homie.
Listen, if I had gone to a Diddy party, strong chance they would have booted my ass out of there before the real freak shit started
No,
happening.
but
No,
Bow
you
Wow-
were
Bow
a guest of honor. What do you mean?
Hold on.
I like that idea. But Bow Wow probably would have been able to get invited to the real
First
good
of all,
shit, right?
Bow Wow with the homies. Shout out to Wack from Fruittown.
Oh, what?
Bow Wow,
I didn't
yeah,
know that.
yeah.
Okay.
Bow Wow is going to do Bow Wow. I seen him get on and off Diddy's jets, and Bow Wow, Diddy, what we doing? 9 o'clock, boom. Until then, Bow Wow go handle his business. I've never known Bow Wow to be part of no funny weirdo stuff.
No.
Never.
No.
And he hang with Diddy tough, like they go everywhere together. But what Diddy doing?
And he
know
got
what I'm
put
saying?
up, he got put on by Jermaine Dupri, and I don't know, but I would not be shocked to see if at some point people had some allegations for Jermaine Dupri because they trying to take down every mogul. Shit, it would be logical that they would try to come after him at some point too. No,
What's up? But you know what? This is the new thing. Is that they'll just hit you with some lawsuits. We want to fuck up your image.
Yeah,
Boom.
no,
hit you with
that's
a
what they
lawsuit. It
all
doesn't
doing.
matter if it ever
That's what
turns
I'm
into
saying.
anything.
He
Yeah.
baked
That's what I'm
everybody
saying.
in. Whack fire on me. We suing you.
Push that knife. What kind of fucking merch is that?
He got it from the studio.
It just says push that
That's
knife.
that was
in
a
huge
Clubhouse room that at one point in time.
And it says Wack 100 on
Yeah,
the
'cause
back.
the
Push
100
the
side-
Yo,
knife
you
in
need
your
to bring
heart.
that hoodie back to England.
Oh, they're gonna love
That's
that.
gonna
in the
hit
UK.
way
Listen,
different.
They're gonna love that.
At
in the
one
UK.
point in time, the Hunter side and PTK was shout out to my man Big Will. I forget the lady over there. Tiff runs it right now. She thinks I have a problem with her, but I don't. But if you want to do something with her, I'll put you with her. But it's a great name.
Push that knife.
Yeah, you go in there, it's all battling.
Wow.
Every family member you ever had didn't know, and that's what it is. I met the homegirl Flossie in that room. She knifed me out. It's the first person to knife me up on Clubhouse.
Knocked you up?
Knifed me up.
That means like roasted
Like
you,
when they
basically?
say one mic on mute in there, they say one knife. You know what I'm saying? But she came off her mic and I didn't know nothing about her. And she has guest studied YouTube on me, her brother having things that like brought her to the app, and she just started going at me. And I couldn't respond because she was a total stranger. Right? Now she's in most valuable players. That's her room right now. But shout out to Push That Knife.
Wack, being the Clubhouse GOAT, like literally, you are like the MVP of Clubhouse. There's not even a question on that. Like,
I've been trying
I don't
to
know
slow it
anyone
down.
else.
I don't know anybody else, but what I want to know is what was Wack 100's first experience with Clubhouse?
That made you fall
What's
in
the
love.
origins?
Well, K Slate got me invited. Back then it was invite only.
Right.
And it was some dude, man, and I didn't really understand Clubhouse. And they had this hand-raising thing, and I was raising my hand, and dude wouldn't bring me on stage. So back then, Game had a room, so I went back to Game's room, and I caught him in Game's room. And I went crazy on him. And at this time, nobody was doing that. Clubhouse suspended me for like 2 weeks, right? And dude was like, but, Wack, I forget his name, but I went crazy on him, and I think that was the start.
Why he wouldn't platform you?
He claimed he didn't see me down there, which he probably didn't. I don't know. I didn't understand it back then.
Kizap.
But when I brought 6ix9ine on there, we was in Sleepers in LA, we grew that room by 30,000 members in 3-4 days. 6ix9ine came on there and got the exposing. He like, yeah, I ratted. But you gotta understand, why did they make me the kingpin? Because all the gang members ratted on me first. So when I heard they ratted on me, I ratted on them. And he started putting up all their paperwork. It was crazy. Kuda B put his paperwork up. It says right here, Kuda B said 6ix9ine paid him some money to go have shots fired at Chief Keef. So now he's putting up all their paperwork. He said, I'm a rat. But are y'all gonna call them a rat too? Because they ratted too. So at that point, it went crazy. And then we built the 100 side, me and Reek. And 3 years later, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week is open.
To go from making a song called Kuda to then like exposing this guy as snitching on you and you're
did
it's crazy. It's just life's a trip, fool. Like
The work is the work. DOJ is DOJ, bro. Once
That's
it hits you,
DOJ shit,
it hits you.
But okay, you had no idea though. At what point did you realize like, damn, like I got dumbass motion from this? Like
I don't know. We just started building. I started building. Me and Reek, and then the team came. R&B came on the team. At the end, it was a lady named Trey Six and her husband King Guap came on the team. And then everybody just started build, man. My man, Pitbull, Good Burger, J.O., cats over there.
best
CL,
names I've ever heard in my life.
CL, my man Bang. You know, then the room started building. The room started growing, loving R&B. My man Drewby. You know, eventually took over that. All the rooms started growing. Then it became 100 South. You know, then it just all the rooms just started going crazy. Dangerous Minds, my man Beast. Now I got security. So if I don't want to talk to you, you come in talking crazy, you got Beast, you got Bumpy, you know, you got Blair, you know, Lady Killer. You know, back then it was Nurse Nikki. It was crazy. The shit just started formulating and building and growing, and then it just became what it is.
Is there a chance of like a reconciliation with Rock, or are you and Rock cool, or like what's
What
up with
Rock?
Rockstar?
Rock. Oh.
Oh, you talking about Rockstar?
Yeah.
I mean, Rockstar, but this is the problem. Like, I don't really like, you know, he got that heroin addict.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he got to cut that. He got to cut that out.
Were you saying Rockstar does heroin?
He got addiction.
Shut the fuck up.
I do not. I have no inclination that Rockstar 2800.
He never gave me that vibe. Where's that coming from? Just made it up, or you know secret shit?
I know what I know, bro.
See, this is just gonna be Rockstar in my DMs. Why you let him say that shit about me?
No, look, I'm asking because you know they used to be super cool.
Yeah.
I fuck with Rock.
I was
fuck
helping
with Wack.
Rockstar. Rockstar, see, my thing, I come from a thing where you say it once, you say it twice. Don't tell me nothing about a man, and that man is in front of us. And then I confront that man about what you gave me, right? And then you start to act like you don't know what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? You can't do that. My homies know if I tell them something, they can go repeat it. They can go, yep, whoop, whoop, whoop. That's it. That's how it works. So, you know, he got a little nervous about something he had told me about Munchie B, because he had one told me. And then he tried to come on the platform and say, yeah, you know, Wack got into a Munchie B.
He told you these jailhouse allegations?
Yeah, he the one told me.
Okay.
He said, because allegedly, nigga, I said, hold on, ain't no allegedly. Everything I said came from you. What you mean allegedly?
Oh, wow.
So his whole thing is, you trying to get me killed. He a blood. I don't care what he is. If it came out of your mouth, you told me, you brought it. Ain't no alleged. It wasn't alleged when you was telling me.
Would you do this? Would you do an episode with Munchie B?
Yeah, I do episode with Munchie B.
Ooh, that would be some good content. Yeah.
I talked to Munchie B. We talked for hours on the phone.
Okay, you two, relax. We got some guys in the background making some nasty faces right now. I don't know if I want that smoke.
You know what? You know what's crazy is that
I like that Oregon State fans.
Shout out Oregon State. My daughter used to be there.
That's right.
Right? She was a cheerleader up. The only little black legs on the cheer squad.
That's right. Someone had to do it.
But nevertheless, that's really what I did a lot for Rockstar. And I wish him the best of luck. You know what I mean? I hope he seeks help for his addiction and and gets right.
I mean, hey, if he's got problems, it is what it is. But I don't know where that
seem
comes.
like a knock to me.
He never said nothing that made me think that.
But
I don't know.
Hey, if you know something I don't know, shit, you feel me? Like it is what it is. But so is there a
Rockstar? Post your toxicology report. We need to see a drug
let's
test.
see a drug test.
Yeah.
I don't think Rock is on that, but if he is, hey, talk to me.
I mean, because here goes the thing, right? I'm going to be real.
Do we not all
Wack,
enjoy
Wack.
a little fine brown from time to time, right?
No, that's black. They call that tar.
They do call that black.
It's been so long.
Right? Listen, or dog food.
Right, yeah.
Trying
Who
to hit
doesn't
the
like
dog
dog
food for
food?
sure.
So here's the thing, right? You
Right,
got to
Ralphie?
remember, bro, that wasn't a situation that helped me.
No.
I was helping his situation. So, when he got weird, I'm like, shit, all right.
He did hip hop trends was getting motion. It was part of I would say there's Joe Rogan and there's the Rogan
And I
sphere.
took him down. Did you see me start pushing that knife on him, knifing him up?
Push that knife.
Push that knife.
Shout out PTK. They getting some shot today. Tiff, told you I was all right with you.
Trapler Ross, you got any hot topics or questions for this panel?
Man, I'm kind of tired today. I'm kind of slow with it today, but
Man,
I mean,
come on,
It's that
mushroom.
lean
I was-
from last
You
week.
old mushroom head, bifocal,
No, I'm gonna-
Coke bottle. Come on, homie.
Was that
You're
your
pushing
first
that
time
knife
saying
right
real
Something,
life?
don't
Pushing
come
that
up here
knife
with
right
all
now.
that.
That was
shots,
definitely his
damn it.
first time.
That's your first time on Real Lean.
God damn it.
Your
Right?
first time ever on Real Lean. That was crazy. That was
Beavis
crazy.
and
But you
Butthead
didn't drink
looking
enough
like.
to feel anything, right?
I'm getting cooked, man.
Come on,
Wack,
homie.
come on, man.
You didn't feel
Come
anything,
on,
right?
I wasn't
Oh,
ready for
shoot.
Wack. I wasn't ready for this
You been
energy.
having Remo on me. He like, Wack, you got to do this travel. I'm like, I'm going to do it. I forgot. So I
It's
know
all
you
good,
got a
it's all good.
question.
I got
You
you.
got something you want to say, something. You got 2 big shoes, 2 short pants.
Are my
with
shoes
a
too big?
goddamn
Oh
button
my
down.
god! I was.
Holla at me.
You should have seen me in the bow tie, Wack. You'd have gone crazy on me in the bow tie. Listen,
The bow tie is fly.
Yeah,
this
this
is
is
why-
casual dress today.
I wanted to ask you guys,
What's
like, have you never spoken to Diddy? Like, do you guys come across Diddy? Obviously, you ain't been
Never.
to the free cost.
I mean,
but
I've
like,
spoken to Diddy.
I'm
You've been
homies
in the
with his
industry,
son.
right?
I'm homies with
Yeah,
his son.
homies
been
with
around
son.
son.
You know, he's a straightforward dude.
Yeah.
No nonsense, straightforward dude.
Christian is a great dude.
Seems
I'll
like
say
some
that.
nonsense.
His son is cool.
Christian Combs is a very cool dude. He's a nice guy. Yeah, he's on me.
Yo, I did a podcast in London. Did you see it?
Which one?
I don't know. Some
Was it
black dude.
Young Spray?
Some black
The
upstairs.
RTM podcast.
Something like
that's
that.
my
He was
guy.
cool
Yeah,
dude.
that's my guy. That was Spray, right? Hunch.
Yeah, I did
Spray,
something.
yeah,
My
yeah.
daughter set it up.
Yeah,
My daughter called me, Dad, you're in London. I set you up.
I've been on the
interviewed
same
him.
show.
Yeah,
I've been on the
he's
same
cool
show.
dude.
It's lit. No, he's good. He's a big podcaster in the UK, man. Spray. We got a whole lot going on. What were you doing in the UK?
We was there for the
Freak off.
fight. Blueface fight.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
was
that
there
was
for
sick. That was sick. Yeah, so what do you think of the UK? What do you think of the culture?
Yo, look, I done been all through there, Manchester, all the way up to Glasgow. I mean, I done been all through there. Birmingham, shout out the game, right? I done been back. I done been to London like 10 times. My man's Archie's, that's family. Archie Burgers up in Manchester. If you haven't been to Archie's, if you're going through Manchester, go to Archie's. Make sure you get that game float.
We got our Archies out here too. NoHo, baby.
Huh?
I don't know if it's a related Archie.
No, it's not. But still. Also, you ever used to read Archie
I was
comics?
gonna say that. Yeah, I was a big Jughead fan.
Oh, I
you
love
feel me?
Jughead. Oh, my
I
God.
remember Jughead. That's comic books.
Yeah.
I remember Jughead.
Yo,
That's why.
look at all these young ass kids watching this that don't know about Archie.
And this is why I could fuck
I don't
with
know about
Wack
Archie.
because we're somewhat in the similar age demographic. I'm 42. You
Oh,
feel
yeah,
me?
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
He's
I think-
54.
No, he's like
I'm 47.
36, 37.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm 5 years older than him.
Drag the. Oh, there it is.
Hey, white guy. Hey. Yeah, I think you
Nah,
did that on
there
purpose.
are windows, but
so
they're
I
not.
think so. Y'all coordinate now. And see, you coming in here, you just was talking crazy with the dude. He got a Seinfeld hat on over there.
He from the Valle. He's
You know
not
what
from
I'm saying?
South Fair. He's from the
Who?
Valle. He's just a.
San Fernando.
Yeah, that means
This
the
doesn't
Valley.
mean anything.
Fernando
You ever see
Valley,
these in the grocery store?
Huh? No, that's the Archie. That's
Travel
the
Laws,
comic
you never
books.
seen this? This is not part of the
No,
UK culture.
we got something like we got an equivalent of
Archie
this in the UK.
Jughead.
We got,
Oh,
I think
y'all
we got,
remember? You remember? I
Y'all
know.
fools got
we got
banana
we
man.
got
remember
Beano.
that.
We got Beano. I think it's called.
He
It's
was
called
too
Beano.
crazy to read comic
Rin
books.
Tin Tin?
He probably used them to set
Yeah,
fires.
this is what we got. Y'all not have
Third.
Beano out
Wait,
here.
what'd you say?
Yeah, no, Cuban probably read comic books. Third was crazy as a kid. He probably used them to
Oh,
set
that's
fires.
Bino. Okay, yeah, I seen blood before for sure.
Hey, so Wack, let me ask you this, man.
What up?
Since I've been out here, I've been getting pressed by quite a few rappers. Been having a lot of issues.
Who?
Tay Savage pressed me. I've been getting pressed
What's
by
up
Rel,
with that, Ross?
Relva from Chicago. I got a lot.
He
I
used
got a
the
lot
seafood word in front of 4 extras. Got a little hot.
Before gave
we
him
need
a pass.
to address that though. We need
He
to
ga-
address
he
that.
gave you a
man.
pass.
We
You
need
had
to
said it
address
again,
that.
he might would've took one.
I've thought about this non-stop. You know, this has been replaying this over in my head. This whole situation, man.
Talk about it, Ross.
Look, okay, all right. Obviously, what happened. Okay, I wasn't trying to offend him. I wasn't bringing it up to
Who
diss
are you
him.
talking about?
4 extras.
I don't want to say it again and get
No,
myself
you
in more
can't. He
trouble.
already told you don't say it.
But you know what's
We
what's
heard
going
what
on.
you said.
Anyway, I just thought it was a coincidence that word was on the leaderboard thing. Obviously, I wasn't directing it at him.
board?
He's in front of a video game machine.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
has
yeah.
like the top scorers. And 4 of the 5 top scorers were the derogatory word for sea creatures that Bloods use.
Oh.
So I brought it up, but I wasn't directing it at him. I was like, oh, it's a crazy coincidence that it says that. It's kind of like a
Well,
diss.
he did-
It's
he
kind
know-
of like a diss. But
No, that is a diss. That's probably the most.
No,
that's
but-
probably that's the original diss.
no, but this is why I thought about this a lot because it didn't dawn on me until later that it's like, oh, people
I've seen it.
Right there.
people are winning the game and putting that in as the high score to diss Crips, right?
Or
It took
I
like
don't know.
it's like
It could be
so why is
or
that there?
It could be a square dude. That's really what they call
But
it.
it's too many
Honestly,
times.
yeah.
They've got it too many times. To
His
me, it's
could-
like
his
it
could
was like,
name me.
oh, this is like a trap the ops have left in a
But-
bowling alley
Okay,
for
but
me
also
to get
this
pressed.
is Calabasas at a random bowling alley. The number of Crip haters that are realistically playing Space Invaders at a bowling alley in
don't matter.
Calabasas.
Clearly, they're rolling deep.
possibilities.
It don't
Clearly,
matter.
they're rolling strong in there.
Listen,
they're pressing the Crips
it's
in there.
pretty
Hold
But
on,
it could
hold
mean
on,
other
hold
things.
on.
It could be a
That's
guy where
close to
that's
the
his nickname.
Well, then why did I get pressed over it?
4
Because you
extras.
said the
right?
word.
I
And
didn't-
I'm gonna be real.
It's
His
close to
response was
McCoy,
kind of performative.
not far.
No, but-
No, it wasn't. No,
I don't think he
not
was really
that
mad
far.
at
He gave
you.
him a
So
pass.
I-
Not
so-
that
so
far.
I
He
can't
wasn't
wear the word.
mad, but he
Wasn't
was stern. 4X is a gang member. He's a
Right.
gang member. I don't want to call him a gang banger because I think he's grown. He's a gang member. He really from where he's from. So he knew that he didn't mean it like that.
Right, yeah.
But he was stern enough to let him know if you say it again.
Okay.
I think if you said it again, he might not would have closed fist you, but he might would have like smacked
Little
your
open
hand.
hand.
Box your ears.
Right? You'd have said it again, he might would have tried to sock you out.
But you didn't say the word. You just pointed
No,
out.
I said
You
the
just-
word. I said the word.
Oh, you did? No, he said
I would have just pointed at it and made him say it, or at least
He
like
said-
Yeah,
got
no,
him.
but okay. This is the question. This
What
is the
you
thing that
do
I,
is be like, look,
this is the part that I couldn't get my head around. Was just like, okay, so obviously I've said it. That's a violation, right? So you can't say it in any context. So if we go for
From
a
this
seafood,
point
if we
on-
go out for seafood, and you just can't order that. You can't even order
no,
it.
I mean, hold on.
You can't even order it. Can you
Hold
eat
on.
it?
Who gives a fuck?
Hold on,
Chris,
when we
can you
go
eat it?
to order, we're going to speak English, right?
Yeah.
A Crip is going to say, "Give me a pound of Crip legs." Is what they're
Yeah.
going to say.
Okay.
Right? You?
That's what they say.
No,
Oh,
you?
okay. Okay.
Listen, you're supposed to speak English, right?
Right.
If I'm sitting at a table, right, with my partners, right, we're going to order how we're going to order. We're ordering food, right? But in that situation, the camera was on. 4Extra just couldn't lay back like he didn't hear that.
What about the thing that Comparator said? Would you be able to go buy some sort of tabletop game and use that word to describe it, or would you avoid that?
Okay, so if I'm somewhere, right, and somebody says that, right, depending on where I'm at, I'm not going to pay it no attention.
Right.
Because if I'm in at a kid's damn birthday party, we in Calabasas somewhere, and they say, "Hey, man, let's do a game with it," I'm not going to pay
That's
it no
growth.
attention.
Yeah.
But if we're around somebody that where it's gang members in there, and they say it, it's a chance, A, that they don't know. That's a disrespect of our neighborhood. It's a chance, B, that they're saying it intentionally, right?
Right.
But C is, you're not going to say it again, right? I'm going to get at you, and if you say it again, at that point it's on, right? So that's what he did with you, right? He was smiling about it because he knew you didn't know no better, right? He know like he don't get no points from a guy from London, saying that, but he was very stern to a point to where you understood he took it as disrespect.
But
No,
it's
I
also like
overstood.
we're on camera. Hundreds of thousands of people might see this, so it's like he kind of has to react in a
Yeah,
way that's a little different than if it was just behind the scenes.
I don't
Especially
think-
after the brick baby thing.
I don't think
Yeah.
4Extras was being performative.
No, I
That was a natural reaction. Whether that camera would have been on or off, he was going to say something to him.
Maybe
But
he
you know what I'm
put
saying?
maybe he put like a fifth extra on.
Oh
for
yeah,
that,
yeah,
for the
sure.
camera.
I mean, to put it in perspective, there's been like 4 times on the podcast where I've mentioned something regarding me, going to sleep for 20 or 30 minutes before we do the podcast, and Brick Baby, like,
A long rest.
what the f- does he care? Like, he knows I'm not saying it like that,
Well, you and Brick's relationship is totally different.
right? Because we're actually close. He's just meeting for extra.
yeah, that's totally
That's
different.
that's
That's
a big
totally
thing.
different.
Four
You know what I'm
extra was
saying?
cool, man. I've been saying off the back all day.
But
Him and Wack need to get together. I know you had that fight back in the day, but we got to get you guys on the same podcast. 4 extra.
I never had a fight. I
I'm
never
just
met
kidding. I'm
him.
contributing to that lore. Yeah.
But Ross, you had another
I
confrontation.
never met him. Like,
Oh, which
Why do
one?
you
Which
guys
one's
wanna
the,
fight
which
everybody? What is wrong
confrontation we
with
on
these
now?
guys?
that's what
No,
they do.
but Ross had a way more inflammatory confrontation than the one with 4 extras.
Yes.
Which
Who?
was the Tay Savage.
Well, that's-
incident.
Who-
Tay
who was
Savage
Tay
confrontation.
But really, the
He's
Tay
where you
Savage
from?
thing came.
Chicago.
It's like
from
the same
Chicago.
thing.
So
yeah.
you said some disrespectful stuff.
No, okay, so I did a tiny little sort of 2.5 hour documentary about some murders. May or may not.
Accusing Tay Savage of basically having killed a shitload of people.
He beat their murders, man. He beat them up.
He beat
beat
them.
him.
He beat them.
Well,
I said that.
we can
I
talk
said
about
that.
him.
he beat some of the ones that you talked about,
I-
but you certainly speculated about some that he may or may not have perpetrated.
I debunked at least one body.
He
So
debunked the
I
body.
I took a body off him. So that counts for something.
But this is the thing: we don't talk about bodies. But if he
But he's
beat
a
a case,
YouTuber.
if he beat a
I
case
do be talking about
outright,
bodies.
if he beat
He
it
beat it.
outright, then it is what it is.
It's the same thing
Paperwork.
as if a lady writes an article in the fucking newspaper saying, "Oh, this hood is accused of killing 10 people." It's like it's not her fucking job to keep
His
quiet about that
job
shit.
is to talk about that.
Yeah.
That's literally
Well,
what
I mean,
you do.
first of all, academics did it and got rich off of it.
Boom.
I feel like he got rich off of other things. That was
I
early
mean, well,
on.
it
Well,
got
that
him a
led to
start.
him getting
It
rich.
He
got
built
him a
some
start.
notoriety off
It
it.
got him a start.
Warren Chirac is what led to the complex thing, and then
Well, I just
No?
feel like people overinflate how big the Warren Chirac was and how
What?
big a part of
I-
this
Oh,
come
no,
up
no,
it
no.
was.
I kind of
that
agree.
content
Blue
was
Dre,
huge.
what
No, here's
Blue
why
Dre
that
was
content
I'm gonna
Drake
give
and
a
Meek Mill. People remember this
100%.
different than how it actually
Drake
happened.
Meek Mill was what
That
really
was-
did it.
What
that
did
was
what?
hold
The
on.
Drake and Meek Mill beef.
That
Academics
was
covering
after
that for
No,
bringing it to them up.
academics. It was
that
able to
after
do
Warren-
that
Warren Chirac
because
was
of
not
who he
that big.
became with the Warren
Well,
Chirac
okay,
content.
that put him in position. That put him in
Exactly.
position.
Without
No, but-
that, his
but-
voice wouldn't have been nothing.
But the point is,
100%.
the important point is, Warren Chirac was never that wasn't mainstream culture. That was still very niche.
No,
Whereas the Meek
that
thing
shit
was
was
mainstream
nowhere
no,
near
that's
as
where
big
you
as it is
missing
now.
it.
You think?
Act took it from the underground
Okay.
to the mainstream.
No, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I
Because
respect that.
before,
I respect that.
everybody knew what was going on in
No,
Chirac.
that's
I just don't
fact.
feel like we would have cared
Put a light
about.
on
You're
it.
right. You're right.
Whatever
you're right.
he said about Meek and Drake, and then subsequently his tenure at Complex never would have occurred if not for the popularity of Warren Chirac.
But the Warren Chirac channel, look how many fucking subs it has. 393.
This is what I mean. That's
Okay,
why it's
His
like.
main channel is like multiple
But that's
millions.
I swear
Okay,
he's-
so how much is the most popular video?
Well, to be fair, it is Slim Jesus getting confronted by a Chirac savage and has 6 million
6.1,
views.
4.2,
Yeah,
2.1, 2.1.
We talking about 9 years ago.
Man, this was a crazy
but,
era,
I mean, he
man.
stopped it 7 years ago, which is a fucking lifetime. That's basically like No Jumper starting. You know, that gives you a good perspective on how long ago he stopped doing this. However, once academic, like people had kind of forgotten
I'm
about
in
the
that
Warren
video.
Chirac, and then all of a sudden he's on Everyday Struggle, and all these fucking journalist cretins decide that they want to start using the Warren Chirac to basically paint him as being this, you know, person who was obsessed with Black Death and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
You know,
Can you check if it's monetized?
this how would I
a good
actually
question.
even know?
Open an incognito tab and then just load any one of these videos.
Incognito tab? I don't
You know, do
really. How do I even do that?
Do Control Shift N.
Jesus Christ! Control Shift M.
No, N for, N, you know.
Okay.
For Norteño?
No.
Control Shift N.
Shit.
Yeah.
This
is Mozilla.
Oh, we on Firefox.
Oh yeah, incognito.
Bruh,
Do they have incognito tabs on here?
Bro, if you just go to the damn video and if there's an ad that pop up.
No, but
it's
I see.
fucking
I already
don't
saw.
have that.
I already saw he was premium, so I was,
I've
I was
been
already
I've been
decoding.
premium for a damn decade.
These guys are far living in
Wait.
the future.
Command Shift N.
Go, but these are all Chrome links.
by
Type
the
in
way-
incognito tab Firefox. We're gonna work this out. We can
I'm
get to the
so
bottom
mad
of this.
that Brick isn't here for me to realize this, but today's 10/17. It's 10/17. I know, obviously.
Oh,
Obviously
Control
not.
Shift P.
But with that being said, since it's 10/17, the 17th of October, I have to say, Brick
Yeah.
Squad.
Now just go
At least
Warren
once.
Chirac. Warren or any one of those videos.
Right?
I didn't
Thank
know you could do
guys.
this.
I had to say Brick
So
Squad.
now
at
we'll know
least
if it's
once.
monetized if you load up any one of those videos. Okay,
Sign in
that's
to
a bad
confirm your
sign.
age.
That's a bad sign.
Probably everything's age restricted. Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah.
I'm in this video, by the
No,
way.
I'm not seeing any ads.
Oh, here's one that is not. Chirac savage kills man and 2-year-old son while his pregnant girlfriend streamed live on Facebook Live. This honestly was shocking at the time, and now this is like everybody on my subscription tab is making videos with titles like this.
Remember how mad
That's
people
tame.
were?
That's
Yeah.
like nothing.
No, do you guys
That's a
remember
regular
how
day.
mad people were that he would say the phrase Chirac savage? Like, they would get so mad at him.
I get mad when people try to shame me for using words like savage when it's like,
Yeah, I
Okay,
get,
man.
I get
they're
that.
using this to describe themselves, and a lot of this
Yeah, say
behavior
what the
is
fuck
without
you wanna
question
say.
savage. Let's be serious here.
People naming themselves Tay is Tay Savage.
Exactly,
He's like,
yeah.
yo, I'm a savage.
Yo.
There's never a shortage of white people that want to tell you that you're being the wrong kind of white person.
You know what's so funny? Because like when stuff kind of was popping off for me, I remember I did some video. I did something about someone became a Chirac savage, that being their nickname. But someone that doesn't know about rap kind of said to me, they were like, bro, I don't think you should call people savages. You know, it's just like
That's their
I think it's
name.
really wrong. I'm like, bro, he's savage. I looked up savage in the dictionary.
I'm
It
like
matched.
probably one of the things I'm the most proud of is that I've worked my way into a place in which the threshold for something that I say being considered offensive is like unbelievably high. Like I really have to jump out the window to get people tweeting about how offensive something I said was, which is I've really built up that like immunity by just being incredibly offensive for all these years.
Do you have a lot of offensive tweets that were left on the cutting room floor that you were like, I can't post that? That's crazy.
Oh, every day.
Really?
Yeah. At this point, my brain doesn't even work that way anymore because I'm so paranoid about tweeting because it's just like Twitter is just like the biggest hate mob imaginable.
I can't
Even
believe
like
right
very
now.
beloved celebrities, Twitter is like pure hatred. In your
If
mentions.
people cared about me a little more, I would have been canceled. Because just strictly off of battle rap and all the videos of me saying the word like, you feel me? Like, it's like...
to
it's
me, like the
insane.
days of it being considered so offensive that you can't say it are kind of over.
Yeah, no, it totally is.
It's kind of gone in and out of fashion, I feel.
Yeah.
They be trying to bring it back sometimes.
Yeah.
I feel like just leave it. We ain't gonna say that.
Okay, man. Is a good word. Yeah. Where you're from, that's a pile of sticks. Or no, a cigarette,
No,
right?
it's just a fag.
Or is that France?
A
A
bundle
faggot
of-
where I'm from is a ball of meat.
Oh.
Yeah, not very tasty, but it's Scottish delicacy.
Sounds pretty fucking gay.
You go to the fish and
That's
chip
enough
shop,
of
they
that
got
word.
faggots on the menu.
Enough of that word. that's tied to the Taboo culture.
Oh, see, look, he's
disrespect.
already, he's letting you know that word is offensive to a gang that he's not even in.
Oh man,
That's
them
important.
is the homies though. You can't. I'm hearing what he's saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Y'all got y'all point across. Y'all not finna. Just
Yeah, no
keep
gang,
hollering
no
that.
gang implications.
You know what
The
I'm saying?
politics
I got
out here
G
are too
homies over
complicated,
there.
man.
Shout out to my nigga Nelly.
I got homies from
Rest
over
in
there
peace,
too.
A-Bay. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So shit.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, I
we're
think
in.
we had an incredible 2 hours here together. We got some Nick Cannon in the mix. We got Traplo Ross. We got Lush and Wack together for the first time. This is basically
Nah, but always-
a Royal
listen.
Rumble-esque experience.
let's go.
I told you, I said, yo, I don't know him like that, but shit, you know, I like his podcast and so shit.
Thank you. I'd like to work with you some more, brother. That'd be
Let's do
amazing.
it. Keep it rocking and roll. I just learned today. I thought he was. I said, I think he's Armenian in person. Fucking white.
I'm from West LA, so I might as well be, right?
It's a
Dave?
constant
So-
conversation of trying to figure out exactly what race
I'm
he is.
racially
Yeah.
ambiguous.
But did you grew up around essays though?
Yeah, I did. Essays and blacks. You feel
Yeah,
me?
that's what it is.
Yeah.
So
Clemson
he
Street.
got the perfect balance.
Yeah, exactly.
White dude grew up around essays and blacks. He's the perfect balance.
I feel so seen for the first time in my life. Why does this guy, the respected fucking boss, get me, but all these clowns
the
don't?
perfect balance.
All right, all right.
Sure it
And
is.
like even with you, right? Believe it or not, over the years, dealing with Crip Mac, dealing with Brick, dealing with me, dealing with other people, right? You become very, very balanced and don't even realize it. If you went back to where you was from, New Hampshire, right? Your friends would be tripping off of you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they've
You know what I'm
been.
saying? Because
I don't even,
For a
I don't
minute,
even talk to
yeah.
anybody anymore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, your balance is there.
My-
and
what-
his for the culture he's come from, I come from this, but I understand this culture. I know all this moves. I know all that works. I get this. I get it's perfect.
When
From
I-
his eyes,
You're the
it's
man,
like,
bro.
I have like one
Quite the
friend from New
coastline.
Hampshire that like is like the one that I talk to the most. And the other day we had like a 2-hour conversation on the phone. And at one point he goes, you know that I don't even like have any friends who've died? And he was saying that in
Must be nice.
juxtaposition to the fact that throughout our conversation, I had listed like just randomly mentioned, 10 people that I was associated with who died. And he was just like, he's like, I know it's partially because like you meet a million times more people than me, but it's also because like the people that you associate with are living extremely dangerous lifestyles in comparison to a guy who does carpentry work in New Hampshire.
And he knows people that died. He bugging.
He does, but it's like people from
Nah,
high
like-
school that
like-
he doesn't give a fuck about,
and probably not die violently.
Yeah.
Right.
Like die in the streets.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
No, it's
Been-
different.
Maybe a car accident, there's some natural causes, but
Right.
not, oh man, dude got stabbed up. They hit him with a switch. You
His
know what I'm
uncle
saying?
died of non-Hodgkin's
crazy.
lymphoma, but he don't.
I
Got
really
homies
want to
that
go
got
through
chipped.
the No Jumper archives because I heard Vlad naming off the statistics of like how many people died that he had interviewed.
Yeah,
and
no,
now
he
I'm
did it
curious
with me.
about my number.
He did
it was
it.
something like 40.
He did it with me. It was some crazy
about right.
number.
They'll be saying you got a curse before you're careful. Right? They'll be
Yeah.
saying the Adam 22 curse.
Hey, no, because there's already so many curses that are more prevalent, like the Empire.
The Empire curse.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
need to be the new
like-
Empire curse, man.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something though, Wack, and
What up?
You're a hip hop, hip hop culture very, very well. Do you really think that my verse was better than Brick Babies in the cipher, or just you don't like Brick?
No.
Okay.
I told him. I did a whole poll on Clubhouse. For an hour, they listened to the song and they did a poll. I think I sent it to you. Right?
Yeah, you
of
did it, 'cause
who-
I got a screenshot of it.
Yeah, right? They did a whole poll for us. So me personally.
Small sample size.
It
It was
was
like
you?
40 people.
Just chill out,
No.
dude. just chill the fuck out. Dude.
Oh no, you had half the people.
Yeah,
It
you
was
had
like
half.
it was like 200 people, like 100 of them went to you. It was me personally, it was Adam, you, Flacco, Brick and Almighty was kind of, it's like,
They both went hard.
No,
I don't
it's
care what
like-
you say.
They killed it.
no, I'm gonna tell you what it did. I think Brick, he went too long.
Yeah, well, that
You
was
did go for a
that
while.
was like a discussion, but I was like, what do we
No.
take out?
We
'Cause
just
And
it
then
was
not
so
only
good.
that,
Like,
I like
like
it, man.
y'all
Fire.
That was
had,
fire.
y'all had punchlines, like, especially Adam. Adam was saying some stuff.
My
But
boy-
he
my-
did too. He was saying some funny ass shit.
Charleston
But I-
White, I'm trying to cha-cha.
No, I think after a
I'm
while.
gonna whack you because you're not 100.
No, I'm a,
That was hard. Brick did say
no,
that.
but what I'm saying, no, after a while, I think if he'd have just did like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how many bars did he do?
His
3
was-
minutes.
His was longer.
3
than
minutes.
I think I might have 2.5.
3 minutes.
Was it
3
really?
minutes.
You know
2
what I'm
seconds.
saying? I think that's maybe been what it was, and I think I don't know. He wasn't really riding the beat. He was like, he was kind of in it and out of it. He was forcing it in some ways. Y'all was like riding the beat, and it was funny for what it was supposed to be.
I need you to bump the new Big Sad and I'm 22.
I like that joint.
When the video drops,
I
I
like
need you
that
to
joint.
do the promotional campaign. I need you to run a room about it.
No, I like that joint.
Okay.
I mean, shit, rats can rap too.
I don't know.
The song was fire.
I'm gonna run away from this table.
With that being
Taboo
said,
Ross, Nick Cannon, and Incredible Diapers available now in the Congo.
yeah.
You let them use your platform to expose his ratting, and now you don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking
The
about.
diapers are also available in Nigeria.
Shout out to DW Flame. Matter of fact, DW and Brick Baby exposed them.
How did we have that whole conversation with Nick Cannon and not mention D-Baby Flame?
Oh my God.
I thought about
I
it.
did that on purpose.
I did too. I was like, I'm not
Because
gonna.
I know. Remember what you told me, and we wasn't gonna do that.
I have
not
too
to
many
nephew.
mutual friends
I
with bro,
remember
or
what you
else,
told
like-
me, and we was not gonna do that.
About what?
To nephew, I'm DW Flame. That's family.
what I
You
told
remember
you
what
about
you told me?
Shouts to
About
Flame,
D-W
man.
Flame?
Yes.
What?
I'll tell you off camera because I don't want you to try to use it. We're not doing that to DW.
I
Shout
have
out
no
to
idea.
DW.
Shout out DW. I got nothing against DW.
No, you don't remember what you told me DW said to you, or he said something?
Oh, there was like a podcast he went on where he said like No Jumper wasn't having Nick Cannon before me,
Now, hold on.
which is not true, but
Which,
he had already been on there.
no, well,
Me and Diz had Jackie Long.
for one, I didn't want it to seem like Nick was here out of malice
right.
of that.
Yeah, we
and
get
I
it,
didn't want
yeah.
you because you would push that. Right? And that's not what
I'm
that
not
was.
trying to like stunt on DW Flame.
D-Dub, called Nick personally to come up here and sit. So it wasn't that person because you will push that narrative.
No, I would not.
You definitely
When have
would.
I ever talked shit about DW Flame?
It was because of me. I got Nick Cannon to come through. You're welcome, guys.
Where did you know? Did Adam tell you, or you
I
just
found out like 15 minutes before. and I
Before
was-
you got
I
here,
was
right?
Dumbass juice.
No, I told you like earlier in the day.
Shout out to
Yeah,
my
yeah.
man
yeah,
Frisco
you told me
Chuck.
that, yeah.
Shout out to my Field Mo partners, my EPA
Also
partners.
Filthy Mo,
Shout out to
yeah.
all my London stabbers.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go. Appreciate y'all.
We out. Adam
on,
and
man.
Wack Show. Bow.